Welcome to Pick Central, brought to you by DraftKings. Let me talk to you about all your favorite NBA players are back. That starts this week, no?
Tomorrow.
And DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. Steph Curry drilling logo threes, Donovan Mitchell taking over, and Cade Cunningham leading the next wave. With more markets open for more of the game, DraftKings, the number one sportsbook for live betting, is live when others aren't. Tomorrow is Lakers-Warriors, and then who's the first game?
Is it Rockets?
Yeah, Rockets and
Thunder.
Thunder. Yep. New customers bet for just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass, which is a fantastic deal because I don't have NBA League Pass, and I used this for this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice to finally watch all my bets because sometimes I never bought it, but DraftKings let me get
League Pass
it.
is awesome.
So it's $300 plus score $300 if your bet wins, paid in bonus bets, which is fantastic. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code PICKCENTRAL. That's code PICKCENTRAL. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass plus get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. All right, Football Monday. We have a lot to get to. I'm going to go through the games quick. A lot of them are going to be quick again because we're not going through it all when some of it was a disaster.
Or 1 o'clock was gross.
We can talk about it, though. The 1 o'clocks were so bad that we can almost skip over a lot of the 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Well, Rams Jaguars was a early blowout. Devontae Adams, I think, had 3 touchdowns.
It says dominant. You'll see. Well, there was a later dominant game, but with the Chiefs, but they completely manhandled the Jaguars in anything they wanted to do. Stafford could have thrown for 9 touchdowns.
Clemmer? Tell us what you told us in the group chat about your Rams.
About the Rams?
Your Stafford thing.
Stafford's looked great this year. No, like I was really worried about his back going into the season, and he's looked fantastic.
Wait, 5-2?
5-2.
5-2.
But even more than that, he's looked really good.
He's looked great.
He's looked great. Yeah. So I mean, look, if he can stay healthy, then
That was also without Puka.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
They almost knew Devontae was getting the ball, especially in the goal line. He still got it. Again, nice to see a guy leave the Jets and his career isn't over. Devontae's still thriving and doing his thing.
It's crazy.
They didn't deserve to have their careers down there.
Stafford 10-1 to win MVP, 5th in odds.
What's it now?
No, that's what he is. He's 10.
Oh, I thought you said you got
It's
it.
pretty fair. I think he's been a top 5, and if you look at the NFC West too, the Niners, they're all banged up.
Still winning though.
Yeah, they are. And Seattle's 4-2. And
Seattle could join them tonight.
But
There'll be 3 5-2 teams in that division.
if you put a gun on my head as far as who's going to win that division, I'd have to say Rams right now. If I had to pick one,
because of the defense.
And also
The defense is that good.
and Stafford, I thought going into the season, I was like, I don't know. I was really worried about his injuries, really worried about that back. But I mean, if he can stay upright and play like this, then sky's kind of the limit for him, I think, right?
Yeah. Talk about dominance. Chiefs 31-0. The Geno Smith is truly you have to sit him. I don't care if you paid him. I don't care what they did. You have to sit him.
In hindsight,
He's
the
horrible.
Chiefs should have been the lock of all locks for everyone to take because Geno
Just
against
scared
that defense.
seeing that number.
I know.
I know it's a Chiefs, but you see
then
12,
you
you're
think
like,
through though, was Geno? We've seen Geno this year be literally. We talked about it, takes
he's
10
horrible.
steps back.
He's horrible.
And then that Chiefs defense is awesome. How is that going to go any other way than it did?
That was when I didn't take the Chiefs, but I was proud of myself for not taking the Raiders.
Yes,
It was
yes.
like
I took the
progress,
Chiefs just on my own, but I was just because it came at 12:55. I think I took them.
How about this? I took the worst bet in the world, the Chiefs minus 27.5, and it still won.
That's so bad.
When I did, I was like,
That was stupid.
I'm gonna get backdoored by whoever backup there is or what. Nope, it's still won.
But no joke though. It's just malpractice. Put Kenny Pickett in there. I don't think Kenny Pickett's
in
going to
late,
do
but
any
yeah.
better. But it's just anyone could do better than what
I think
Geno's
he would
doing.
be better.
How about
No, he would be better. I'm just saying.
There's been a lot
Geno's
of
so-
calling for it.
You have
Geno's
to.
so bad, it feels like it can't get worse.
You can't.
Did you see the end of the game? I've never seen a game end like that. The Chiefs started needing the ball outside the 2-minute warning.
Yes.
Then punted it away with 40 seconds left, and the Raiders need it. And they were
Really?
I've never.
Honestly,
I didn't see
I mean,
that.
they
Pete
took.
Carroll basically was just like, nope.
honestly, I'd be like, you guys don't deserve to play football.
I mean, it was a game that if the Chiefs just were going pedal to the metal, they could have scored 70 if they wanted to.
Yeah. Oh, they definitely
was-
could have.
Yeah.
I mean,
They didn't play in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Minshew was in like the middle of the third quarter. Yeah.
And also,
Like,
by the way,
it was so disrespectful to the Raiders. It's the NFL. It was like a 4-score game, and they were like, "Yeah, we're good."
Nope.
by the way,
just no concern at all.
And they shouldn't
Rasheed
have.
Rice just back.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns.
The reports,
42 yards.
reports going were like, we're gonna feed him. They did.
Yeah. Even Kelsey early
looked good,
had
too.
it. He looked great.
Worthy get a little banged up, I saw.
Worthy, like that's the thing. Like Worthy was 3 for 35 yesterday. Like
Now they have like a lot to choose from.
100%.
Like,
Brashard Smith.
Hollywood Browns scored again.
Smith is going to be the guy.
He's
Smith
good.
his burst is
Yeah. Next game was Dolphins Browns. Just McDaniel not being fired yet is crazy. Browns, that game is just
It was so easy.
yeah. I picked the Dolphins. I know you did too. It was just so
Oh,
bad.
brutal. So they cut. I was watching Red Zone. And they cut from I'm sorry. Jim Nantz was calling the Chiefs game, I think, and they cut to him, and they're like, "Boy, there's going to be some talk in Miami about McDaniel." I've never heard Jim Nantz basically say like, "Oh, they're going to fire McDaniel."
Yeah.
And as far as we know right now, McDaniel still has a job, right?
His job they're not firing him this
He's
week.
gonna get fired.
But this week they're not
Not this
firing
week
him.
though. It's
Which is
I mean,
crazy
Have a
though.
guy like Jim Nantz, like out of no, he wasn't even calling that game. To
But
say
what are they waiting for? You know, like what's the like you just lost to the Panthers, and then they lost to the Browns. It's like you're at the bottom of the barrel right now. I know the Panthers aren't right now, but
the way they lost to the Browns too.
Yeah,
Granted,
you got
very
blown
good
out.
defense on that side, but like they had no chance in that game.
yeah.
They were outclassed by the Browns. When you get outclassed by the Browns, like from the start, you have to.
Dylan Gabriel, and
Horrible.
Gabriel was 13 of 18 for 116
He was
yards.
bad.
It's not like he even fucking lit it up.
No, Jeff
manager.
after the game was like saying all these good things. Jeff Lowe, big Browns fan, and he was still like, Gabriel, you have to move on.
Yeah.
He's not the guy. He's not
No.
like the future.
No,
Shador, you got to throw in there. I don't care what anyone says. Next, Patriots.
Judkin's very good, by the way.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Holy
3
shit.
touchdowns.
Patriots, Titans. Patriots, slow start, then beat the hell out of them. Drake May looked incredible. The Titans are really bad.
Cam Ward is bad.
Cam Ward is not a good football player.
He had a bad fumble, like a
Bad fumble.
Yeah, horrible.
But their team is so bad, the Titans. Like, even when they were up early, I was like, what's going on with the Patriots? And then all of a sudden, then obviously.
So the way they ended the first half, because we were praising them. At first, they jump out to that lead. Ward hits the bomb. It's like, oh, there's talks they simplified the offense for him, and we got to see. And then it all just went away once May started hitting his throws. May is so good.
It's
Like,
these games, by the way, I'm like, it's even worse today talking about them.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
usually you could
Reliving
talk about
it.
games. Like, these are, Patriots Titans was an awful game.
awful.
And then you go to an even worse game in Panthers Jets. The Panthers didn't even play. Like, they played horrible.
Young was horrible.
He
in
got
this
hurt too.
Is he hurt?
Yeah, he's gonna miss next week.
game. Dude, the
Is
injury
Dalton still?
I got to take. I think they lose the game if Bryce Young stays in. He was that bad.
No, they
I
wouldn't.
mean, Dalton looked
They were not losing
terrible
that game.
too.
I don't think
I'm
they
telling
were.
you,
They
the
were- they
Jets
were
couldn't do
losing.
anything in offense. Like, there was nothing.
But Tyrod at least, like, I know he
He
threw
threw 2 picks?
I know, but at least he drives the ball. Like he's
Not really. He drives the ball and then he gives it
I
up.
meant to do this, didn't have time. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I'm gonna list all the backup quarterbacks who are better than Fields. I think it's unbelievable how bad he is.
He's bad, man. He doesn't
them
see.
no
You know what he
chance.
does? Like, he doesn't see like the blitz coming. Like he doesn't call it out. Like, it was more about like he obviously has the talent. We all know that, and his running ability and his throwing has been better. But it's just like, my God, when you're watching, he cannot do like 6 of 12 of 46 yards. I know he got hurt, but like
when he drops back to pass, I have no faith that he's gonna complete.
no. And also, they didn't have Garrett Wilson, so that was even worse. It was as we're talking though, Panthers are 4-3.
They are. They're 4-3. They're in the mix.
Next week will be the we'll see. It's the Bills.
That win over
Wait, yeah, but it's
Dal-
gonna be with Dalton.
True.
the win over Dallas is looking better and better. By the
Dallas
minute.
is gotta watch out for
the
Dallas.
fact that they beat Dallas is like,
Panthers are good at home. They look different
They
at
are.
home.
yeah.
And they're at home against the Bills.
Their 4 wins are against the Falcons. They shut out the
Shut out the
Falcons.
Falcons.
Miami, Dallas, Jets. So it's like not the most impressive wins in the world, but 4-3 is 4-3.
4-3 is 4-3 in this league.
They play Buffalo, Green Bay next.
But also, the Falcons and Cowboys aren't like terrible.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like not the worst wins in the world, not the whatever. But they play Buffalo and Green Bay next.
I'm gonna tell you this right here. Next game.
Before we do that, the Jets, we lost. Did our job. Happy?
No, I think it's so like also like you don't this is not a slight towards you. You're not watching much college football. There's not a quarterback for you.
I heard
There's a couple.
Simpin for Simpson.
No, but number one,
Simpson or
Mendoza?
Mendoza, yeah.
Mendoza.
This is not the year to have the one.
yes, that's
Any
what I
year-
mean.
But
No, but
that's
there
the
is.
wrong
No,
attitude.
but what I'm saying is like
Because you could trade down.
there's no
Just things you
Andrew Luck waiting for you.
okay, I get it.
Even like,
But like, and Andrew Luck comes around once every like 15, 20 years.
yeah, but the past 3 years, dude, that you've
I mean,
had.
like Cam Ward sucks. Cam Ward sucks.
I would
That's-
I would
okay,
argue
but what
last year
about-
wasn't the year to have it either though. Like last like I
Some year you got to have. Like at some point, like all right. And also you could trade down. It just gives you assets. It also means you have the number 1 pick in the second round.
You're not gonna get the
like
number 1
this
pick,
shit
though.
matters.
You're not going to get the number 1 pick.
also don't draft. You don't
No,
draft
you're
well
not.
either.
You're going to win the Titans.
That's why.
You
So
don't draft well.
okay,
I
all
wouldn't
right,
have
so
any faith
I
in
hear
my
that.
team.
I hear that argument all the time. Okay, so then I want to give my team then that doesn't draft well the best opportunity to run into a good player.
But I guess what I'm trying to get at.
Because what else do I have?
You're a bad team. You don't know how to draft. When you have the number 1 pick, it would be great if the choice was there for you. You will have to make that choice.
Right.
That's not
They're
good.
going to have number
No, it's
2.
not. But I'd
telling you.
rather have the number 1 pick than have the number 3 pick because
Of course.
why not? And also like that, you never know when you can run into a good player.
I think you're not.
Because God knows we can't.
The problem is, too, the NFL is there's some so bad teams this year that, like, I think you could still potentially get the 3rd pick. Like, I think the Titans are not going to win ever again. The Saints are up there.
Who are they beating?
Huh?
Who are they beating?
There's someone on their
Jets beating?
schedule. I'll look real quick. The Jets, who can they beat?
We played the Bengals.
Not beating them.
They can beat the Browns.
Bye.
They can't beat the Browns.
I think they can.
They can maybe beat
They
the
could beat the Dolphins.
Yeah.
We have the Dolphins.
could beat the
again.
They
Dolphins.
might be able to beat the
And
Dolphins.
they could beat the Saints.
Where's the Saints game?
At
At
New
Saints.
Orleans.
They're not beating the
Saints
Saints.
will win that game.
I don't know why you're saying that. The Saints are horrible.
But they're better.
Have you watched the
They've
Jets?
been way,
Yes, but I'm
the
telling
Saints have been way more competitive.
I'm just saying,
They were
like,
bad
there's
yesterday, but
like
100%, especially at home. Like they.
yeah, at home, like in the dome, they could.
That might be shucked though by then though.
You know what really helps? We're the only team that doesn't have a win. So if any of those teams happen to fall into another win, anything like that, then like
Yeah.
so like right now and also the strength of schedule does favor us. I think we have the best
It
strength.
doesn't
of schedule,
matter
whatever.
who
you
you're
want the
playing.
low. You want
The
the
lowest.
lowest.
And we have the lowest one of every team but the Dolphins.
You could have the easiest strength.
It
of
has one
schedule.
win.
It won't matter.
No, but it matters
Fields is
if
your
you-
quarterback. You're not winning a game.
If it's a
He's not gonna be a
tiebreaker, it
quarterback
matters.
anymore.
That's the tiebreaker.
Fields is gone.
He's not going to play
Your
it.
fingers look bizarre when you do that. Do that. No, do that again. I don't like that.
Next, so Saints Bears. This is the Bears are so bad.
No, they're not.
Oh my God! You
They're
think
not,
the Bears
bad
are
compared
good?
to like the bad.
No, they're
There's a gap.
They're not
There's a-
good.
They're not.
They're not good,
good.
but they're not bad. They're not like
They're
They're
below
they're an
average.
average
No, they're below
They're
average.
No,
They're
this
average.
is
They're
the
average.
argument that we had, and I took the Bears in our thing, and
But that's an indictment.
Okay,
on the
fine,
non-Rattler.
but the Bears. My whole thing is the Bears aren't bad. They're not good, but they're not bad.
Caleb Williams played awful yesterday.
They've won 4 in a row.
he has nothing to do with any of their wins.
The Bears have 4 wins in a row. At some point, they're not bad.
But you do have to look at the wins.
Yeah, you do.
The Raiders, they beat the Raiders by 1,
Raiders are shit.
but they beat them
barely
by
beat them.
Yeah.
1.
They won
They beat the Commanders by 1.
without Jaden, right?
No, it was with Jaden,
They had Jaden.
but it was still the Commanders. I think
Alright,
we're
Commanders
talking
aren't
about them.
bad.
And then they beat the Saints.
Saints are terrible. No,
they're average. I think they're
I
average.
think the Saints are average.
No. I think the Bears are average.
Bears
I
are.
think they're a little below average, but like regardless,
Mediocre's probably the
I'm
best
going
way.
to tell you right this second.
Okay,
I
so
will-
they're gonna end up
You left
winning.
out. They beat the Cowboys.
They're gonna end
Oh,
up
the
winning like
Cowboys,
8 games.
sorry.
The Cowboys are decent.
Dallas has some weird games, man.
Dude, I'm just saying.
I'm
Like,
going to tell you this right now.
Carolina
I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to bet, I think, $1,000 or $500, depending on how my bank account looks, because I bet responsibly, on the Ravens -6.5 against the Bears next week. I am going to put
He's back, right?
yes
Yeah.
Can't
back
put that on.
so that's
off
crazy.
off a bye. I am going to
Okay, I'm gonna.
hammer them.
No, I still.
I'm
worry
gonna bet
about
the
their-
same way you are, Marty. But that still doesn't change. The Bears are not a bad team. They're an average team.
Are they a playoff team?
No, not even close.
In the NFC, probably not, right?
The NFC's
Right now,
too
they
good.
would be.
Yeah, but
But I don't think they're a playoff
I
team.
don't think
No.
they'll be there.
I think they're competing for one till the very end.
I don't.
I think they're right on the
like one of those in the mix teams.
Yeah, they're
late.
like in the mixed team. which to me is like average.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I'm not gonna fight over average. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying
They're not good. They're not a good.
No, they're
team.
not
saying they're not bad.
They don't instill fear in anyone.
Give me that at least.
Fine.
I go against the end.
4-2.
I go against
4 in a row.
You win 4 games in the NFL through 6 games. You
I
can't
go
beat
against your
that.
end because they have at Eagles, at Packers, Browns, then Packers again, at 49ers, and Lions. That is a brutal
The
last.
Niners will be healthy by then.
That's a brutal last 6 or 7 games. Like, you just have one gimme in there.
Shador, by the way.
That's definitely Shador.
I'm telling you,
I don't know.
when the Browns pop up, though, it's no longer like walk in the park.
No,
that
'cause they're-
defense is a fucking
Their defense
monster,
good, yeah.
man. What they did
They
to
can run the
Tua
ball.
and Judkins.
But I'm telling you, I wouldn't be shocked at all if they just stay with Gabriel the rest of the way.
Yeah, I agree.
Stefanski doesn't like. Sure, that was a pick forced against him,
I know, but
and a guy like that will do anything he can to say "fuck you" to the front office or
what
really
if
the
ownership is like, bro, if you don't go to him, you're gone.
I mean, he honestly probably should be gone. Or I don't know what to do with
fired.
Stefanski because I think Stefanski's like kind of a good coach, but then I also I'm like,
Go back and forth. Too.
are we like hanging on to this? He was good a couple years ago and he's been bad since. Like, I don't know what to do with him.
When was Flacco with them? 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Yeah,
That's when they made the
five.
playoffs.
Yeah,
Like,
five.
Made the playoffs twice.
That was.
He's
one
been
of
there
his
7 years, 6
Stefanski
years.
make the playoffs with Flacco, then blah blah.
Oh, they should be fired. Next game was Eagles-Vikings. Jalen Hurts actually played fantastic.
that was
Perfect pass rating.
He was 19 of 23 for like 323 yards. Devonta Smith had like 170 yards. He was incredible. The funny thing is, though, you say all that, the Vikings were in that.
They honestly
yeah, they
should
were.
have won it.
Like Hawkinson,
They
like
were in the red zone 6 times and kicked 5 field goals.
and the Eagles had a pick 6.
No, as like a Viking, like as someone who bet the Vikings that game, like I would knowing how it went down, I'd bet the Vikings again.
Yeah, 100%.
Like they moved the ball up and down the field and just couldn't put points on the board.
If Hawkinson scores that, they cover, right?
Probably, yeah. What were they down? 5?
They lost by 5.
Yeah, I mean they probably would have, yeah.
And also the refs at the game told Hawkinson they were calling it a catch until New York intervened. They looked at it again. The ref said that's a catch, and then New York had to call down and say it. I still think it was a catch.
It was close. Like I understand why, but like
No one knows what a catch is
It
anymore.
touched the ground a little, but it I don't know. It was bizarre the way he had his hands were under, but it moved kind of after, but then he still had it secure inbound. I don't know.
I said this when it first happened. JJ McCarthy got benched. This is too long for an ankle sprain. He's gonna be out again.
They know because they know Wentz is just better. I mean, look at the
Right?
offense with Wentz. I
No,
mean, we've seen
100%. No, 100%. I'm saying he's not out. There's no ankle sprains causing you to miss this much time. And next week too, they're already saying he's gonna miss.
Also, you see Schefter got community notes.
Yes.
Because it's
That's
2 to 4
why I
weeks,
bring this up.
And they were like, "This is on par with 16." They're like, "No, it's a 2 to 4. We're going on week 6 now."
You yourself,
And you're just
Adam,
not
said
playing
2
him.
to 4. He's
Yeah,
not playing again next week.
They're protecting their pick.
No, they know he sucks.
No, they're protecting. Yes, exactly. They're protecting that they fucked up. Like they're saying, hey, let's just keep this out.
Wild though, because it was only 2 games. Granted, 7 of 8 were bad quarters, but
but not bad. Like the worst quarters you've ever seen in
but
football.
you think you'd give him more time? Like when you drafted him in the.
Who the Vikings?
Well, you want
play
to know
next
what it is? I think he's just a ball coach being like, we have a team that is capable
we're
of
wasting
winning. Like,
this,
let me not just sabotage the season by playing the kid.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
spare me with the ankle sprain shit. He ain't hurt.
Meek Phil, remember, top 10
He's
quarterback.
top 10 quarterback.
Meek Phil said he's top.
No one's been more wrong this year than him.
I mean, it's stunning how deep he's gotten to the Dave sexual. Like that was a Dave.
That
sexual.
must have been one. Yeah.
100%.
We were on a live stream and he started reading a comment and then was so dumb he didn't realize the comment ended with Michigan hatred and he stopped in the middle. I called him up. I was like, "You're such a fucking loser. Holy fuck. You have no connection to college
When was
football."
this? Over the weekend?
It was in
Oh, it
one
was
of the
one of the Yankee streams. It's the last one, I think.
Oh, really?
He started reading it and then realized so people will use this scum and the big as a Michigan, and he realized halfway through and just stopped reading the comment.
He did a
Right in the spot, I called him out and I was like, "You fucking
Notes app apology to Merles.
who? Oh, he did.
Yes.
Notes app apology.
I gotta say something about that stream. My heart goes out to Merles
That was
because
a
I
brutal
wanted
loss.
him to get
I
that
wanna
one.
also
I mean,
say-
Warren, you thought was going to be the easiest one. The first
Warren had,
That was the one you
Warren
didn't
had
have to
3
worry
catches in the first quarter.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
was
You thought
and
that was
he's
gonna
their
be a
number
lot.
one target. They scored 38 points. Warren's got a lot of catches.
What-
And Warren played amazing.
What the
still.
Chargers did in that drive it was beyond comprehension. There was no hurry up. It was 8 minutes. They didn't score, right? They ended up turning over on downs, or he threw a pick.
Yeah,
I don't think they scored.
well, they had a couple they fucked up because
But it was the one in the fourth
We're gonna
quarter.
get into. We're gonna get into the game. Don't go to the end. I need to start the game
I'm
from
sorry,
the
I'm
beginning. But the stream, I didn't watch stream. I'm a
was awful.
Merle's guy because he knows he is like the best European hockey
AHL.
pick, whatever it is. It's incredible.
You had some great picks in this show during the playoffs.
Oh, Merle's is great. I'm a big Merle's fan.
He would just DM me during the heart of COVID,
Same.
hockey games.
That's how I
going
knew
on
him,
when
yeah.
no one knew, and it's like, yeah.
That's how I got to know him. And then he needed one catch because he also didn't take he didn't do straight 10,000 over or
he
which
went
you
for
can I think you should almost just do straight up, but he went for it. And I thought at first the Herbert one was going to be in trouble, but then they were down so much. And then not getting Warren's one of the worst things. But Meek said what, a 3-and-out's better or something?
So here's the Meek's apology. I am sorry for saying a 3-and-out would not have been the worst case scenario. It absolutely was. I am an idiot and may have given myself a concussion. I'm sorry, Merles.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
This is why Meek's got to when Meek branches out with other people, people realize they're not that. Meek's our gremlin, Yeah. We know when he says shit, we're oh, we just have that's just Meek.
That's just Meek. Yeah.
Now that he's got new people that they're what the fuck is this guy saying?
Yeah.
He also doesn't realize he can't be saying shit like that.
In the midst of caution, he got $30,000.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to act.
Consequences.
If you watch that stream, and I was going in and out, he's pouting like a little bitch in the back left. He throws a football, acting like it's his bet. Merles is the one with $29K potentially in his pocket, and all I hear is Meek, and he's got this sour puss look. He's just I hated the way he acted in that stream. It disgusted me because I wanted Merles to win it, but I felt like Meek's bad energy legit zapped the whole room.
Imagine your Merles, you got $30,000 in the line, you got this kid in back here screaming, throwing stuff. What's going on?
Also, it's so easy to just say nothing.
Yes.
How easy is it? Just done.
Clap for
It's
big
so
moments.
easy. It's the easiest thing in the world.
No, it is. It is.
Easier than standing up. Easier than doing anything. Not say anything. Anyone can not say anything.
Wish he was here.
We'll talk to
Actually,
him tomorrow about it. What do we?
Actually, thank God.
I hate that kid.
I'm soon enough though. Bosco and him are gonna fight.
Oh, that's going to happen. But Bosco's had it with him. Had it. We both can attest this.
100%.
We should all have meters of how much we currently hate Meek, and Bosco's just always at 100.
Oh,
It'd be funny.
a
My Meek
thermometer.
meter is
the cartoons.
My
the
Meek
red
meter is
stuff
in the
that shoots
middle
out of
right
glass,
now.
That's where Bosco is.
My Meek meter is in the middle right now, actually.
Mine kind of is too. Bosco right now.
Me, because he's not doing anything to me.
No, he's kind of been okay with me lately.
Yeah.
Too.
I'm at 80 out of 100.
I think Bosco's at 112 out of 100.
Mine's
He's gonna kill
80
him.
because I haven't come down fully from the Yankee stuff, and then yesterday shot it back up a little bit.
But
Have you guys watched the Wake Up Barstool that he does on Monday? He basically just treats Brandon Walker the same way.
yes, I've seen
yeah.
that. Yes.
He wore a Florida shirt today. He went out of his way to buy.
Brandon as his Dave
That's actually
sexual-
funny to me.
He uses Brandon as a Dave sexual vessel, because he knows Dave likes to fuck with Brandon, so now he takes it upon himself to chirp Brandon on whenever they have different college football takes. He just chimes in to put Brandon down.
Eb's got him. He's got a scouting report.
Oh, yeah,
on Meek.
yeah.
I didn't even watch it today, but I just have seen
I know.
I've seen enough.
It happened today too, 100%.
I mean, it's just that's his role on the show at this point. That's the role he's made for himself. Is he just pick up, just suck Dave's dick and then trash Brandon as a way to suck Dave's dick even harder?
Colts 38, Chargers 24. I'll let my friends take the floor, and then I'd like to finish.
They're legit, man. That offense is unreal. You blogged it today. They're the most efficient offense through this many games to start an NFL season.
Century.
Sorry. The way they move the ball, with whether it's Jones throwing dimes over the field or the running lanes for Taylor, they were missing 3 corners or whatever yesterday. Didn't matter. You can pin that game like the Chargers had offensive line issues and Herbert sucked. No, you can't. We got to stop excusing the Colts for winning. They look very legit.
Now, does this put you in a weird take spot, Martin? You've been trying to gas up like they're beating out. This is a good team, but all you talk about is how bad Herbert is.
No,
how much the Chiefs suck.
I could talk
you have a little
about that,
head-to-head on your takes.
It was
here.
a
I
good
could
result
talk
for
to
him,
that.
though.
I could
Herbert
talk
sucked.
about
in
it.
No, of course, no.
It was the best thing possible.
No. Great result, but not great for for you saying beat good teams because you say how bad they always are.
No. Because that's where I would like to say something because the Chargers I've always said this about Herbert, by the way. He's not in the elite category.
No,
ever.
absolutely.
And that's where people have put him. He is a fine quarterback, but he makes really stupid decisions where puts his team in bad situations, and all of his minions and his sicko fans are posting his box score. Their box score watchers of Chargers, where it's like
420 yards.
420 yards.
If you did that yesterday,
No, they were. They all are.
No, I'm sure they were.
I know.
It
Bolts up.
reminded me of like a. See, Dak's playing well
Russell
right now.
Wilson.
I don't want to make it a Dak thing, but it reminded me of like a Dak playoff spot. Like down big.
Yeah.
Goes for a bunch of yards. Like, look, he threw for 400 yards. He threw for 3 touchdowns. No,
No.
every time when
Watch
they
the
needed
game.
it, he didn't come through with
And
it.
like every year, it's the line. He doesn't have weapons. Oh, it's this. It's the coach. Okay, well, he has a new coach. He has weapons. The O line is hurt right now. Yes, but people have O lines that are hurt. And like, if you're that good, fucking dudes, like, it's just like annoys me how many excuses. This is the first time in a little bit people are getting on my side that it's like, all right, enough of this Justin Herbert stuff.
Like, what more do you want, dude?
It's
You
also
got
like
your coach. You
just-
got a really good coach.
There's also against like teams like the Dolphins. Like no matter how bad your offensive line is, you should beat the shit out of the Dolphins if you have a good quarterback and good receivers. That's just what you should. But my thing with the Colts is like, no matter what the Chargers defense is pretty good.
Yeah.
38 points, and it wasn't even like it.
An easy 30.
It was easy. Daniel Jones is throwing the ball with confidence.
The reason
And there's like hands in his face. He's getting pressured, and he's literally just throwing it. And then Jonathan Taylor has 10 touchdowns this
They
year.
have real balance. They can run the shit out of the ball.
They have so much balance on the offense where the defense is so fucked on the other side because they don't know what's going to happen.
here's all you need to know
special teams.
of why.
Great
They
special
almost have
teams.
some punch. I feel like
Abdullah.
I feel like
almost for a
every week
touchdown.
they either like house a kick or like almost house a kick.
They just upgraded Abdullah to the roster this week, and he almost housed one.
Should have.
Here's why also a good sign of they could have scored more points. Morales didn't hit his bet because they didn't run
stopped.
offense in
Yeah,
the fourth
they
quarter.
stopped.
They had
Yeah.
zero. They didn't score in the fourth quarter. And also the Chargers flip side. You want to talk about the stats with the Chargers? They had 3 points at halftime.
Josh
all you
Downs
need.
also is out, is number 2 receiver.
Right.
So like that's another like.
Here's Alec Pierce.
And that's the thing. The Colts have cornerbacks out. Kenny Moore finally got to play his first game in a while. I think he's out for his Achilles. I think it was Kenny Moore. Whatever. Ward's out. Like they're gonna make a move. I think too. I think they're gonna get a defensive player.
Yeah, maybe the NFL is so weird. It's like who comes available. Like
They restructured a
you
contract.
just
That's
get
why
very. I know the Giants did the same thing. Like
yeah.
we'll get to them in a second.
What's your thoughts?
Yeah, so I mean, I can see a world where the Colts make the AFC Championship game. Like,
So it's gone up now for everyone.
Absolutely.
I know you've been on it, but you too.
A little bit.
no, I needed this.
Do you
game to
consider
kinda-
this game too.
I want this. Do both of you consider them a Super Bowl contender at this moment?
What are their odds at the moment?
I guess it's how you want to define contender.
Where do they adjust?
I have-
It's a
them-
pretty easy way to.
So I have them
what
as right now,
contender is.
my power ranking, I have them as the third best team in the AFC right now.
They have the 6th best odds.
Damn. Okay, that's good.
10-1 to win the Super Bowl.
10-1 to win the Super Bowl. So no, it's seriously a contender is this. A contender is
10 to
do you
1?
see a world where they can win the Super Bowl? That's what a contender is. Like do you believe that they could? Would you be surprised? Like
I would
if
be-
you're surprised, then you're not a contender.
I would be pretty surprised, but I can't rule them out. Like, it's just hard for me
You have to make a decision.
Well, no, it's hard for me to see them going past, like, the Chiefs right now look so good. The teams in the NFC are legit.
Chiefs team lost to the Jaguars.
Chiefs and the
Bills.
Bills are the 2 favorites.
The Chiefs and the Bills, I think.
Bills look like shit. The Chiefs have definitely shown they can bleed this year.
No, when they didn't have wide receivers.
They had Worthy
had
in the
Worthy.
Jaguars game. They just didn't have Rice.
I don't know, man. I right now, I would be.
So it's a no.
Part of it too, Marty, is like, and this is just how the brain works, is like they haven't done it yet, so it's harder to imagine. Like, it's easy to imagine the Chiefs winning because we've seen them do it. So that's part of it. Look, the Colts every week impress me more and more. So yes, to that extent, and yeah, I can see a world where the Chiefs and Bills play each other in the round before the AFC Championship game, and then the winner then has to go to Indy for AFC Championship game.
Well, that's the thing. Like everyone's saying, they have to beat.
all right.
They have to beat 2. Like right
They only
now,
beat 1.
they have to beat 1,
And it might be in Indy.
we're also going to see them play at the Chiefs this year, so that is helpful.
That is after coming off a bye.
Coming off a bye in the cold and at Arrowhead, like it's going to be
That's a real test.
a real test there.
That's that's.
Because just by the way, like records and stuff, they play the Titans next week. So looking at 7-1.
If I say I think the Chiefs,
They're 14.5-point favorites in that game.
Yeah.
that's a good sign.
that's
that
a
like
great sign.
you know.
So I'm going with a no from you, as of right now. Just right now. You
I
can
think the
change your
Colts
mind.
have like a 10%. Like I said, 1
So
in
that's
10.
a no. I don't think you're a contender if you're 10%. That's fine. This is
That's
your
what the
opinion.
odds are, and that's about where I feel.
What do you mean? But
10-1.
yeah, but that's like
That's also kind of like how I feel.
So
I
you
feel,
think
I
no
feel like
one's-
it's about a 10% chance. That's not that low, Marty.
But then you think no one like could win the Super Bowl.
No, I think my point is that there's also teams in the NFC, the Chiefs and Bills, and then other teams in the AFC potentially like in the single digits too.
All right, you're a no right now.
All right.
You.
It's tough. The AFC has just faltered so much that there's such. If they get the number 1 seed, I don't think you can say like no. So I guess yeah, a little bit. The door's more open than I thought it was this time last week.
Yeah, me too.
Because just because the way like the schedule they have too, like they're gonna be 7-1. They have a pretty clear path to the number 1 seed because their schedule's so easy. It gets tougher like after
Gets
next
tougher
week.
soon.
It starts getting a little tougher. Like they've definitely had an easy schedule so far, but they're gonna have such a lead. Like I just looked at the Chiefs schedule quick before I got the talk. The Chiefs don't have like an easy schedule. They just have like a tough schedule the whole season.
Yeah.
The Chiefs have
So they would have to really
Chiefs
go on.
have the Commanders, Bills, Broncos, Colts, Cowboys next.
That's what I'm saying. Like the
Not
Chiefs
easy.
don't have an easy schedule. So it's the Colts have a really legit shot.
They
to be the 1
end
seed.
pretty easy though.
Marty, like you say 10%. So what percentage do you give the Colts to win it all?
No, I get what you mean by the 10%. The 10% sounded low.
I think it's
get what
actually
the
pretty
odds-
high.
No, it is. Compared, if you go at every other team.
Start the year with 0. So
Yeah, no, but if you go to every other team, like, what would you give the Rams to win right now?
Yeah, like probably 15. Because you also have other teams in the NFC that are tough, and you have to get past.
in the
it's tough
odds
to
right
win.
now-
I actually think it's worse for the if I have to pick, which is crazy at this moment, I'd rather be in the AFC.
100.
Oh, absolutely. No
That's what I'm
question.
saying. That's what I'm.
Not even
That's why I
The
think
Rams might not win the
that's why
division.
my percentage goes up for them.
That's
to
fair.
The Rams, because the Rams are literally 5-2 and could be tied for first in their division. With
That's
all five.
absolutely
Well,
fair.
that's why their Super Bowl odds are better than the Eagles,
Who?
the Colts.
Yeah.
But it's
they're
because the NFC is such a
Right,
like
100%.
you have it's Chiefs, Bills, and then you have basically all the same. You have Lions,
It's
Packers, Colts, and then Eagles.
See, like
Bucks are all like right there.
I think like the Packers are not the third best team to me.
No, I mean,
They're not. Like they're just like.
I think it's what I think.
We'll get to that game.
They're gonna trust their defense when it gets cold.
yeah.
Like they're a team like you don't want to have to go to Green Bay and win a playoff game.
Like the Bucks are 5-1. They're 17-1 to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, see, I believe in the Colts way more than the Bucks.
I think they might get fraud checked today,
I think so too.
and I like the Bucks.
Well,
I don't think they're frauds. Let me say they're not frauds.
I think it's
No,
out of their
they're
control.
also banged up, too.
Tonight, I think it's out of their control because of the injuries.
I think it's a bad matchup. But the
Maybe,
Lions,
though.
and
Maybe.
the Lions are the favorite to win the
Maybe.
NFC.
Right.
Evans and Ibuka playing is still not like.
It would help.
Be stunned if Ibuka plays.
Yeah,
He
Evans-
might.
That would be.
He's on
dumb.
the, like,
That would be
game time.
dumb. Where the hamstring, like,
He's on betting odds. Like that's where like I'm
Yeah.
like. He's like when he's on betting odds means that there is projected.
now.
Also,
I think it was more
we
optimistic.
were
he was
right
gonna
by the
play
way.
than not.
I was right with Joe Alt. He did not play.
He
That
didn't.
matters.
He didn't play.
I know, but I'm saying like superstar played.
That matters.
Just it was.
shocked me he didn't play.
Marty,
Good in practice.
you should feel like the fact that we're saying the Colts are like a legit playoff contender, like
Unbelievable.
A legit, like you were right about Baker, you're right about Daniel Jones, and like,
I'm coming out. I'm working on the next guy.
and I will say, you really has to answer that is Meek Phil. All Meek did was trash this guy left
Yeah.
and right. When he was his quarterback, he trashed
should
him.
do interviews with bad quarterbacks, and like it would be like
Just
it's
to
a
see
game show.
Who's next?
Who Marty picks?
Yeah.
They gotta want.
you gotta want me.
They gotta cater to you. They gotta take. They gotta wine and dine you. It'd be unreal.
Also, I have Daniel Jones MVP 80-1. He's 22-1 now.
Amazing.
I got Mutt to take him yesterday
Oh.
at 30-1,
I got
and
something
it
to
went
say
to
about Mutt.
22.
I got something to say about Mott.
Next game though.
Oh, not a good thing.
Oh, come on.
The top 5 picks, he has a money line in there. We don't do money lines. Like in our
Took a money line.
Did he know?
Dallas. Well, I don't know, but It was Meek's fault, maybe.
It's Meek's fault.
Well, we're gonna have to
that
talk.
can't. He had Dallas money line.
All right.
They were -3.
How are we accounting for the fact that he missed?
Well, they were minus like
in it.
Whatever. We don't
in.
do that.
He's in.
Yeah.
All right.
He's
But
in.
even though he missed all these,
Percentage.
You got to make that clear. No money lines.
He's
he
in.
probably didn't know.
All right.
That's Meek's fault.
I don't think that's that crazy from Muck because they were like it was like a 1 point spread, 1.5.
That's Meek's fault.
Like they were minus like.
Nah,
one,
he
like,
doesn't know the
18.
rule. He doesn't
It's
know
on
the
Meek
rules.
then. For
Yes, he accepted it.
All right, Meek's a scumbag.
All right,
That's on Meek.
I've
Scumbag.
done enough. It's
90%
time, it's
now.
time to talk about one of the worst losses, actually,
I don't think you could have a worse one.
in my life, because I had so much excitement. There was domination. There was our quarterback is like he's the future. Still think he is.
Yeah.
But if you look at that score, just seeing 33 points let up in the fourth quarter, and it's coaching. Coaching is a huge part of this. He should be fired 100%.
You're saying Dable or the defensive coordinator?
Dable.
Right, both.
And both. Also, I think Dave said today, like, at what point do these coaches like still pressure teams when they're down, like when they need to score a field goal? Like, there's only like when they play prevent defense, these guys always get it every single time. But it was one of the most embarrassing losses, horrible losses. Like, I won $3,000 on Jackson Dart. I was jumping up and down. I'm like, even though we lost, like usually we lose before like Jackson Dart scores that. You know what I mean? Like, Giants don't score that touchdown to take the lead after they blow it. And then they miss a field goal, and then that's it. The extra point, 2 extra points.
Which would they now their kicker? That kicker's missed 3 extra points in the last 2 games. And I sat here after it's the fucking kicker thing and like the 33 points in the fourth quarter. There's definitely if there's like a blame pie. Like there's a lot of slices getting passed out, no doubt.
There's a ton of slices.
But like the kicker thing, how many times does it have to bite you in the ass before they take it seriously at all? This is a guy who lost the starting kicker job at Rutgers. He made 63% of his kicks.
I didn't know that.
In college.
Oh my God.
They made the decision that he beat out Younghoe Koo, who has been like a formidable NFL kicker for like 4 or 5 years, who had a rough year this year with the Falcons, got cut. He hasn't kicked a more than 40-yard field goal in the NFL. They don't trust him. He can't even make extra points. Like, it was a second miss of the game. Like I said, 3 in 2 games. Like, it's just stunning how many times can you lose because of some dumb shit like that? Or like Gano gets hurt, you don't have another one. And they just lose like over and over in the defense. Like the Burns just screamed out the drop 8. They were dropping 8 the last like probably half of the quarter. Like 33 points in the fourth. Like I was just staring at the box score.
I couldn't believe it.
Shut them out for 3 quarters. 33 in the fourth quarter. Like it feels clumsy. It feels like impossible. Like it feels like illegal.
Yeah.
Like you should be capped at a certain amount of points in the fourth quarter.
No,
Like, obviously, it's like I was like, this is like stunning. Like, how did this happen?
I don't even know.
Like, how is it even possible to score 33?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like going back
They haven't
through
scored
it.
any the whole game.
And they scored
I
none
don't
the whole
understand
game.
how they did it.
They had a 3-touchdown lead with like 5.5 minutes left. They lost the game in regulation.
I related to this.
I've been in a fog since like I've been not myself. My girlfriend's like checking up on me every 2 hours. We're sitting next to each other every like 30 minutes. I haven't said word. Like she's like, she's like, you okay? Like I'm like I've been despondent since it happened.
My Giants friends said it was the worst loss they've ever experienced.
It was actually the first
you know,
loss.
it was. I think it might have felt worse than the D-Jax punt return game.
It did.
Because there was just something, because in that game, like I'm sitting there, we're in the fourth quarter, they're up 3 scores. Like, I'm thinking playoffs.
Right.
We're 3 and
Like
4.
I'm thinking like I'm like this. I'm like, because my brain, we have beaten the Broncos already. My brain in this moment. So I'm like, you're telling me this team in the last 4 weeks has beat the Eagles, the Chargers, and the fucking Broncos. I'm
Yes.
like, this team can beat almost anybody. Like clearly, or I thought. I'm like, we'd be 3 and 4. I'm like, the Eagles haven't looked great. Dallas is like beatable. We honestly should have beat Dallas the first game. Like, I'm like, this team with Jackson Dart and Scatterbo, I'm like, they can hang with anybody.
With no weapons.
No weapons.
Slayton's not even playing.
And they're thinking we're moving cap room. I see Olave score 2 touchdowns in the 1 o'clock slate. I'm like, get Olave over here, giving him a receiver for the rest of the season, and then a nice duo going forward in the next couple of years. It was, I I've said I don't know what else to say. It just was.
No, you're right about
truly
honestly
so
the way
sad.
it's felt. Because even Rhea was like, "This is the first time I've seen you like really sad about the Giants." Because she's just like, ever since we've been together, the Giants have been so.
They
bad.
haven't given you no reason to be sad.
She was like, I was like, because this is the first time I've truly believed that a team has changed. And again, the Jackson Dart leading that to a touchdown doesn't happen.
But honestly, even that it was fluky.
Of course, but it still happened.
But no, it happened. But when you football wise, like they didn't they were just chucking the ball down the field.
100%.
The fourth down play was a miracle.
Like they didn't run good offense. Like,
but
and
that's
that to me
the
was
thing,
coaching.
though.
Like that was like they didn't. And granted, they don't have like receivers that are all right. Like go get open all 30 of the ball. Like Wendell had a decent game, but they just don't like they're throwing to Lil Jordan Humphrey and these guys like. They don't have real guys.
What's really mean is the QB sneak, or not QB sneak, the QB run with Dart to take the lead. He's originally ruled short. And they go back and they review it. It's a touchdown. If he's ruled short and then they get like realistically, they win the game probably if it stays short, which is really cruel to think about. The kicking thing is nuts though. Like I was gonna bring it up when we talk about the Packers, but. We signed Lucas Harvasek from his couch. He was about to be a substitute teacher. He was out there for anyone to have 2 weeks ago. He just set the franchise record for a field goal make for Green Bay history, 61 yards.
And that's the shit why I won't let Dable off the hook for this. I can't. There's a lot of blame to go around. I can't let that is a from the top issue of you not taking it seriously enough. Over and over again, across multiple seasons. And it just it's sickening. Like I don't care about this little this love fest that Dable and Dart have together. There's another guy. Dart's a good football player. There's another guy that could coach him.
Could care less about
another guy. I promise you could find a guy that is better football coach that will believe in Dart and be like, this guy's the guy. Like I'll rally behind him the same way. I'll coach him even better than Dable can, and I'll make sure the kicker has a formidable leg.
That is
make a 33-yard kick.
That was the only saving grace in my head that we lost yesterday. I don't care. The draft pick, fuck that. Like, I don't care right now. It was Jackson Dart was saving Dable's job. And I really do think he sucks. Like, I really have thought he sucked. Like, we beat the Broncos yesterday. You're not firing Dable.
No.
You think losing that game overrides?
I think it showed because I do think we lost because obviously the players are the ones playing, but there was decisions made.
They put in Banks, and immediately he's getting picked on. They couldn't throw the ball.
Yes,
Lott's a way better player. He had a great game against Philly. He's just the better player. They put in Banks immediately, just getting picked on. They saw Banks and were like, all right, let's just go after this guy. And they did it over and over and over. All of a sudden, we can't stop the pass.
It's just coaching decisions where I'm there is ways to stop.
Then that's the part on Shane. That's the Shane. He's drafted terribly. They were basically gonna save their job off one good draft class.
Yeah.
Then you hit Dart, Carter, Scatterbo, and that was gonna save you, but it shouldn't. And
which Carter was the easiest draft pick of all.
Yeah,
time.
I don't give him credit. Anyone, my fat ass was making that pick.
Right.
Shit. This is where I get on. I've actually this is part I appreciate of Wake Up Barstool that Dave's been kind of doing the whole you tell me these guys football, no football. I see a million guys that are paid millions to coach football and make draft picks and they don't have a clue what they're doing.
Yeah,
not a clue. Shane.
I know it's
Shane Dable gone. It just was such a swing game it just felt like everything swung in that moment.
Dude, winning in Denver is a fucking hard thing to do, and that would have been a very impressive.
We're back to a joke.
We would have beat 3 playoff teams from last year in 4 weeks.
Dart would have been 3-1 as a quarterback.
Insane.
But just more like that we were on the upward trajectory was up, and then we went back to being Giants are a joke.
But it was that's what I'm saying. It was we win that game. It's oh my god, the Giants coming to town. You're worried.
And
you're
next week you're going into Philly, winners of 3 or 4. There's so much momentum going, and Philly's bleeding.
Yep.
Now it's if you get blown out by Philly, is Dable? Can he get fired midseason?
Yes. I don't think he gets fired midseason, but I think if they get blown out by Philly, I don't see how he.
That loss should solidify he is not back next year.
100%.
I think so. It swung. I never felt a game for my team that wasn't a playoff game just swing everything so much. Mm-hmm. If 3-4 to 2-5 feels seismically different.
It is.
From the momentum, just everything. Like I said, I was in my brain. I'm thinking playoffs. I'm thinking we are now competing for a playoff.
It's worse than
now I'm sitting
it's
here
worse to think that the Giants should be 4-3.
They should be 5-2. They should have won Dallas. I mean, the kicker game. Fucking the Chiefs. They could have won that game. If you watch
Dart's your quarterback,
ended up winning. If Dart's the quarterback, we probably win the
Dart's
game.
your quarterback in the game, you win. You beat the Chiefs.
Oh my God!
I
Like,
felt
this
for you
team-
guys,
We gotta,
man.
we gotta
I really
move on.
did.
We gotta move on.
Quick before, as a
is so
as a
sad.
neutral observer and someone that knows losing organizations better than anyone in the world, unfortunately.
That's true.
You
That's what
guys,
I've ever said, actually.
yeah, I mean, the Jets are just, I mean, it's just so horrible. No one knows losing football more than me. I will say, you guys, I know it's a horrible loss yesterday, but you guys are in such a better spot than you were before the season started.
100%.
Definitely.
Well, yeah, because Dart's pretty good.
And Scatterbo's really interesting. You know, I know it sucks Neighbors is out. He'll be back next year. Like, there are actually, like, fundamental and foundational building pieces on your team
No,
right
it
now
is. It's true.
that give you guys, like, a real leg up over a lot of these other teams.
Like the Jets have legit nothing on the roster to
even
look
beyond the
forward to.
Jets, look at the Saints or you look at the Titans.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are like, and I know as a fan you're supposed to be excited and you're supposed to want to go 3 and 4, be like, oh, playoffs, but like realistically, like you guys weren't making the playoffs this year. Like, I know it's like
I know what you mean. I know
If
what
we
you mean.
schedule
won
was
this
too
game,
hard.
but if we
Yeah,
won
you
this
weren't.
game,
You weren't.
No, but
Like,
but you can't say that though, because you
think I
say you
can.
weren't. If you beat 3 playoff teams like in 4 weeks, how can you just write it off completely?
and your schedule was so tough, and you're in the NFC.
The schedule was so tough, but they were this close to running through.
They were
like,
beating them.
A very tough part of it.
You were.
Probably
I just.
winning.
I think.
Weirdly lost to the bad team.
I think the talent.
We did lose.
I think it just wasn't there this year, but like there are so many pieces though. Like you guys are in a really good spot. Now that loss was obviously horrible, but like and you should have been excited. You should have wanted to go to the playoffs for sure. But like
Regardless, though, like you're right, though. Like
you guys
Neighbors coming back next year, defense.
There's a lot to look forward
compared to where you guys were 2 months ago, like
100%. 100%.
Also, I don't think we can get there. Like Dart also threw like the worst pick ever,
was
and,
bad.
I'm not saying like I'm
bad
throwing
one.
him out or anything.
But that happens.
Horrible.
Rookies will make those mistakes.
yeah, like
Honestly, it made me scared though because it was a flashback to like
Ole Miss.
that was kind of his like MO at Ole
Yep.
Miss. Like he had some bad moments in some
Yep.
big spots like it's like Florida and some big games, and I was like, oh man, like don't be this guy.
When
Like,
he's
don't be the guy that's like great, and then when it's crunch time,
when he gets a little too comfortable, he just makes some stupid.
that one he just didn't see him. He just like because he didn't even put zip on it. He just didn't see.
It was one of the
guy at
worst
all. It was
interceptions I've
horrible.
ever
bad.
seen.
And just the worst moment, like on our side of the field, like they had momentum was starting to build. Like we needed a couple first downs.
Yeah. I will say this one thing before we move on. I fell for my Giants, guys. I had a live money line bet on the Giants. Lost money, devastating. I was sneaky very happy that Meek Phil was sad. I want him to be sad. So
barely
it sucks that
sad.
he's tied to you guys, but like
He's
I hope
barely a
he
Giants
legit has
fan.
been.
I don't give Meek any like he's not. He doesn't give a fuck.
He's just
he's
barely
done
a
nothing
Giants fan.
on this show for 3 years, but hate the Giants.
He doesn't care about the Giants.
Yeah, but I think he had a little hope yesterday. Watch
Maybe.
him. happy he got
Packers
snapped away.
27-23. I don't know. They didn't.
Would you say Packers?
Packers,
Oh yeah.
they don't look good.
So we're 4-1-1. We're gonna have the best record in the NFC if the Bucks lose tonight. I still don't know how good we are. I think we're pretty good though.
I don't.
Parsons coming alive yesterday, and like there was some shit going into that game of like, the stats weren't showing it with the sacks. But then if you look deeper, he gets double teamed every play. His pressure rate was amazing. It finally all broke through. He made the game, like basically the game-winning play. Even the Gary strip sack, he's getting doubled, draws the attention, allows Gary to do his thing. Love makes a great throw on 4th down to keep the game going on that drive. LaFleur, I thought, was terrible. Overall, just horrible in that game. But at least they went for it there, and rather than settling for the long field goal. Yeah, they lost to the Browns, which doesn't look like the worst loss in the world, but still bad. You don't want to lose to the Browns. They barely beat the Bengals. They barely beat the Cardinals. They had that great win against the Lions. At the end of the day, though,
Tied the Cowboys.
tied the Cowboys, which the Cowboys are fucking. It was a
Their
bad
offense is
defensive showing,
ridiculous.
but like,
we're talking about Super Bowl team, and
yeah, I know. Hey, it's hard to fucking win in the NFL. 4-1-1.
I don't want to hear that this week because I get told that's not enough. I get told it's
But
not enough.
I'm
every
not here
week.
saying that we're a great team. I think we're good. I don't know how good we are. We just our coaching sucks. Like LaFleur, I don't care
Josh
what.
Jacobs is really good.
Josh Jacobs is great, but like we should have more points than we do in every game. Like we fuck around way too much.
Jordan Love
They
makes-
run these jet motion plays that are insane that have no chance.
Are you guys sold on Jordan Love?
He looks so bad sometimes.
I know, but
Like,
then
so
sometimes
bad.
so good.
But then other times, so I don't know what the Packers are. I'm leaning toward, you know what? Like Bill Parcells, you are what your record is. They're 4-1-1. So at some point, it's like, all right, maybe they're pretty good.
But you're not saying that about if you look at you kind of sit and say, I know you kind of said about the Colts too. I'm not trying to make this a Colts thing, but you did say that the same thing. Like they beat the Cardinals last week. You guys didn't say anything. you said
I
same
wanted to
thing.
see a good win from the Colts, and they delivered this week.
And okay, that's fine. The Packers just have
What
one.
don't you like about? I think Love's played pretty well.
Sometimes he looks horrible.
Sometimes he looks bad.
like crazy bad.
I like.
It's weird. Like some of his throw.
Crazy.
Like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
oh, I think so. Like
Yesterday,
there were a couple of those, especially in that first half. I'm like, what is
he
happening?
missed the 4th down play. He should have had him. I think it was Golden, if I remember. No, it might have been Dobbs. But he had a guy run
Chucked
down
out of bounds, right?
I'm talking about
No,
like
no.
where's-
He misses him in the end zone. 4th day, missed him by like just a smidge. It was the right play. It was right decision. It just didn't work out. That play, the throw to ice the game against the Bengals was money.
Yes.
Running to his left, unreal throw. The throw yesterday on 4th down, where like if that's incomplete, the game's realistically over. Money. Like I think he's played pretty well in crunch time.
Hubs, the only reason I'm saying that is because the opposite's also true. He looks amazing sometimes. So it's like, all right, like
I think most of the time
I'm just
this
trying to
year-
get a pulse on
I
him.
think most of the time this year he's looked pretty damn good. He's had blips, yeah, where like the pick in the Browns game, that was horrible. Like I don't think he could have played a better game in the Cowboys game. I think he was lights out there. I think he scored a touchdown in that game 3 times in the 4th quarter when they were trailing to then take the lead or tie it. I don't know. The overall numbers are 14. His average like depth of target, like he chucks the ball down the field. I think the problem is LaFleur doesn't like unleash him. more
That's
than
fair.
anything.
That's what I think it is, though. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's his. I'm not. This is all about me being like, is he like? Am I putting him in the top
Yeah.
quarterbacks or
Like, we're
like
talking-
a little
I think he's
lower?
played like a top 10 quarterback this year, no question. He has
I think
10
he's
touchdowns,
towards
2
the
picks,
10.
1,400 yards.
I think he's towards 8 to 10.
He's a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah.
I think those numbers, that's
It's a
top 10
10.
quarterback, yeah.
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 And the 4-1-1.
But again, there's just like
What's his fucking MVP odds? Like, I'm sure he's top 6.
No.
No?
I bet he's
20
not.
he's-
Entering this
28.
week, he was up there.
He's 28 to 1.
I was going to say, I bet he's being disrespected, though. I don't think that's, like, fair.
Yeah, it's 28-1.
He's
Oh,
8th.
so he dropped.
He's 8th. I mean, there's a lot better
Oh, he's
quarterbacks
eighth?
than him right
All
now.
right, 8th, top 10. Fine, he's top 10.
He's just ahead of Dak.
Yeah. Daniel Jones before him. Goff, Stafford, May. May is getting
Goff is ahead of him?
Yeah.
I think that's a joke.
I think that's just like waiting for tonight, though.
Yeah, probably.
He's amazing. Yeah, nine.
May is 9 plus 950.
That's Mace played outstanding.
He's been incredible. He really has.
But similar to May, like Love, these guys throw the ball down the field and they take chances. I like that. He's a quarterback that I like watching because there's no dink and dunk with this offense. Like they take shots. They could use Tucker Kraft more. I'll say that. He's fucking unstoppable anytime he gets the ball. He was great yesterday. Give him 10 targets. Give him 15 targets.
Jacoby Brissett's better than Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray's awful. I've never liked Kyler Murray.
Brissett's not that bad.
Kyler Murray's a fantasy quarterback and nothing more. He will never give you a chance to really win games.
Cowboys 44, Commanders 22. Commanders didn't have Debo or Brown or Terry.
They're top 3 receivers.
But I gotta say, I don't think they're very good.
No, I don't think so
I don't
either.
think so either.
And also,
You're seeing
what's
a
the
sophomore
injury?
slump
Is he
with-
back?
Who?
Did he come back?
yeah, he got hurt. He came back. They've had a tough year.
He
this
came
year.
back in the game?
Well, he went out a couple times.
I think
No, at the end he didn't go back in.
Yeah,
Mariota
he didn't come
played.
back in,
But
yeah.
there was a point he went out, came back in.
you're
don't know.
seeing some sophomore slump shit with him for sure.
I still think he's really good. I just think they're in a weird spot. Without your top 3 receivers is pretty tough.
Also, their defense doesn't inspire.
defense is
Defense is
terrible.
You
horrible.
can run on them so much.
I think that they got lucky. He played amazing last year. And I also think a lot of balls bounced their way in the playoffs, and it's like any given Sunday they won 3 games, and it's like look great for them. I just don't think.
Right,
and they also
the Hail
didn't.
Mary against the Bears is one.
Yes, but even in the playoffs, though, there was a couple things where you're like, oh,
They beat
well,
the Bucks. Then they shit pumped the
they should have
Lions.
the Lions. But it's also like they didn't do anything to get better. They got Debo. Like that was it.
It was a bad offseason.
Just didn't do anything. That's where you're like, they're kind of the same team. Other people, Bill, I guess.
Well, he was like a late.
That's not a top.
I know. I don't even know who they did, but it's just like not.
Lucky they drafted Bill.
Yeah, I know. Nothing impressive from them. I don't believe in the Commanders. I don't think they make the playoffs this year at
Yeah,
all.
I'm out on them.
Peyton's stats, by the way, have been really good. I will say that. Like, he's just been banged up. But he 8 touchdowns, 1 pick. He's got a QB rating of like 98. Like, just
They
based on that,
drafted Connerly. That's right.
he's been pretty good.
Sorry, offensive lineman for them.
Dak, my
Dak's been
my
so
MVP Dak, like you're so right, Ev, where those stats get padded.
Well, he's in a spot too where these stats this year have been more real.
They have.
But
They are.
But it's also he's been awesome. It's not to even do anything against him. their defense is so bad. He also has to score a lot for them to win, but he doesn't.
It's kind of like Burrow last year,
100%.
where Burrow was always down. He had to throw a ton. Like
Rodgers had some of these teams too in Green Bay where we just had zero defense and you had to put up it's like that, but he's playing great.
Like I think you're gonna look up at the end of the year and you're oh my god, Dak's thrown for 5,000 yards.
Well, Dak has
40 touchdowns.
1,880 yards, 16 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, which is awesome, and his QBR he's first in QBR.
I mean, and now that
That's
now
MVP numbers
now
so far.
that CD's back,
I know.
like CD
And Pickens is
an
unbelievable.
insane duo.
And Javonte
Yes.
Williams is running the ball well.
Really good. I mean, Ferguson's a good tight end. Like
Protecting him also.
their receiving core is crazy.
The O-line has played.
That shows you how bad Russell Wilson is. No Pickens last year. Pickens didn't do anything
Oh, with Pittsburgh.
with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, not really.
He did nothing. It was horrible with them. And Pickens is incredible. That
I
dude
wonder
was
if
crazy.
This might be like contract year Pickens.
It also helps when you have CeeDee Lamb as your one and he's taking. And
But
obviously
even
he was
But he
playing without
wasn't
him.
doing
No,
it,
no, I know,
yeah.
But like you're gonna see now the rest of the year, like it's gonna help him even more.
I
Like,
agree.
they're that offense. They are a very fun team to watch, Dallas, because they're gonna give up points like most of the time, but they're gonna score a shit ton.
It is also crazy how good Mahomes has been playing.
He's been really good.
He is the favorite. I guess that's because people would bet him. You have to
They're
do
rushing
that.
now.
Well, he's having a much better statistical season than he had the last couple of years.
1,814 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
But also,
That's what I'm saying.
how
Like,
many rushing yards?
he had a
I
couple
don't
of
know.
rushing touchdowns, so I think
Yeah.
at least like 2.
He's got, like,
The MVP is definitely interesting this year. I think there's a lot of candidates
favorite?
right now. Yeah, it's I'll go through it real fast. It's Mahomes, then Baker, then Josh Allen's 4-1.
he's not winning it.
Drake May, Stafford, Goff, Jones, Love, Prescott.
May
Lamar.
could really win it.
Make it win it.
I think May is a
With
legit
that schedule, yeah,
I'm saying they could fuck around and win like 12 games.
Daniel Jones could win. They
he
had
could
a
definitely win
number
it.
1 seed too in the AFC.
Dude,
One seed in the AFC is.
so
I mean, can Jonathan Taylor be talked about in the MVP?
They don't give it a
Especially
running
no.
back.
Yeah, I
That's
just-
the problem.
You have
If,
to run-
if
you have to run
Saquon
for
didn't do it last year,
That's it.
Right,
You have to run for 2,000 yards and have like basically a non-existent quarterback.
What, you win like
Jones
offensive
is
player of the year and
Jones
stuff.
is playing too well for him to win it.
the problem is, I think
crazy to say.
combined. I think I saw us combined. I think Jonathan Taylor has the same amount of touchdowns as Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, McCaffrey, and Saquon combined.
Saquon's
been-
Saquon, he's got 3 touchdowns.
I don't think they're giving him the ball.
Their line is not nearly as good as it was.
No.
OC needs to get fired yesterday. I know they played well, but like I still it's
Tough to
so
fire a
weird.
guy after-
That makes sense. Jonathan
No,
Taylor is
they're not going to, but like he's been the reason wwhy this has been weird.
Jonathan Taylor's favorite for offensive player of the year.
Yeah, it makes sense.
They'd love to do that. They
Oh,
love
running
this
backs win
shit.
that award.
That's what they'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then last night, 49ers, Falcons was, I bet the 49ers because that was the classic Falcons spot where they just do not show up really. Game was boring,
The Falcons are so poor.
but the Falcons just are not good, I don't think. I think they're very average.
They're infuriating to watch too because
And
they
the-
have so much talent.
The 49ers, like, you're like, you don't know what to make of them. They're 5-2. Mac Jones is winning them football games. Mac Jones was fine, not really that good
Oh,
yesterday.
he wasn't.
The game was won in the trenches. The O-line for the Niners bullied the Falcons and created all these holes for McCaffrey to just gouge them on. It looked like vintage
McCaffrey won
was.
them the game.
Right, but I'm saying
Everything.
the O-line
Yeah.
pushed the shit out of the Lions D-line, and they just ran the ball down their throat. There was no reason to really do anything else. Like Kittle didn't have a catch.
Not a catch.
That was
Came back,
unfortunate.
not a catch. Juwan Jennings, though.
because he was fucking blocking.
Right.
Juwan Jennings.
He was blocking.
Yeah, he got a little involved. Bourne
Really
really
catches.
Yeah, Bourne didn't do a whole lot.
No, the leading receiver was also McCaffrey.
Yeah.
7 for 7.
Obviously, no one really did anything about McCaffrey. Yeah.
No one did anything.
Mac
besides him.
I mean,
Fine.
Yeah, he has the pick. But no, McCaffrey was great.
That last touchdown was crazy when he like basically at the goal
Yeah, well, they
line,
just brought him
he,
in.
like, brought the whole team with
Yeah.
him. It was wild. Like
Again, but that's the thing was that the 49ers has held Bijan to 40 yards.
100%.
yeah.
But he didn't get enough touches. It's crazy.
We
14
tweeted the exact
touches.
same thing.
14 touches for Bijan
I
Robinson.
understand.
That's
I understand.
horrible.
But
Have we
14 for
tweeted-
40 is not good
that's
either.
No, but 14 touches is horrific.
I know, but
They,
14 for 40 is also horrific.
It's bad.
But that's you didn't. It was 14 for like 90.
What?
14 carries.
14 carries for 40 yards.
Well, it's always receiving too.
That's what I'm talking about. It's bad. Like 14 for 40 is also at some
18
point.
touches, not enough.
So,
Just not enough touches.
The fourth down play, we both tweeted this. Like, he's not on the field for the fourth down play.
They don't. They do that. And
But
it
they
makes
do it
no
every
sense.
time.
No, I know,
They
I
do
know.
it every time. It's
And the third down play was this like bullshit toss, I think, if I remember
to him,
correctly,
yes, to
that
him.
like got snuffed out. But like, okay, I don't care if you don't use him. He's got to be on the field at least as a distraction because guess what? You see all the jukes and they're coming themselves watch. You know, they're announcing it. Where like, look at the way he puts his foot in the ground and goes the other way. You got to have that guy in the field for fourth down.
It actually was funny. They had a couple times where Collinsworth was like sucking his dick for for literally gain
Nothing.
0.
I agree.
There was I think 3 separate times that he picked up a combined like 1 yard.
Yeah.
Like, look at this run.
Yes. But like at the bare minimum, you gotta put him in the fucking. Okay, you want to have Algier out there and you want to use him because he's the big power back. Also put Bijan out there. It's crazy.
I just hated the fourth down call too. It was just like an out to London that
Awful.
it could have been there, but it's like that's not the play call because if it's not there, you have nothing.
London also 4 for 42. Like
Penix sucks, right? Are we back on Penix thinking? I don't know. I don't know what to
It
make
was
this
it
guy.
was like
He's
weird though.
average.
I don't know what to do with
He's
this guy.
average.
No, he's average. That's
He's
what,
average.
It was weird though because like I didn't even think he played that bad. Like I don't like
played fine.
like he played fine. Like it wasn't like he was like missing throws or like they just like they weren't catching balls. Like I just hate the play. Their play calling is so bad.
I just don't love him. I'm not a fan.
I don't know what to do with him.
He's a fine quarterback, and it's whatever. That's
I
kind
don't know
of
what to do with his team. I don't know what the Falcons
the
are.
most
I don't
annoying
know what
team
they
in the
are.
fucking world.
Because they're just very inconsistent. That's the way. Like they can be really good sometimes. They could smash the Bills,
And then
and then just like do nothing because they're just poorly. They have so much talent. They're very poorly.
It makes you think about the Bills. You're like, Bills? What the fuck happened?
oh shit.
Let's go through these games quickly tonight, and then we'll get to a couple other topics. You're here tomorrow?
Yeah, but we had some change of plans. I'll be.
But you're here tomorrow.
We're not gonna. Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow.
All right, 'cause if you're here tomorrow, then we can at least we could do college football tomorrow as well, because there's a lot that happened there, but we don't have enough time today. Bucks Lions. I think I'm on the Lions. I think this is where the Lions kind of flourish. What do you guys think?
I love the Lions.
Yeah.
I like the over too. Like I think they'll definitely both get theirs offensively.
Because the Lions also have like 6 cornerbacks out.
This is a game where if they're in it, even in the game, like Baker's your MVP favorite. If
1000%.
he can go into Detroit and with we'll see if Ibuka's playing and Evans, but like this is such a tall task for him. If they're in this game, it would impress me so much.
That's all it is. If they lose close or win,
Yeah.
he is your MVP until it's on him the entire year.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of this game, so I think I'm just gonna take Jameson Williams for the anytime touchdown. It's my king of the end zone pick too.
I actually
Is
picked
it for
him
both
as
games,
well.
the king of the end zone? Or
Yeah.
just one? Okay.
So so you gotta have the highest. So interesting group, but yeah, I'm taking Jameson Williams for that, but I'm not picking a side in this game.
Texans Seahawks. Seahawks are minus 3.5.
Or do the Texans need this game?
I think I'm taking the Texans.
I think I am too.
Oh no.
Yeah, man, I've been back and forth. I think I lean Texans.
Also,
I don't think the Texans are
10
as
o'clock.
bad as like people are. Like they're 2-3. Like they've lost close to like good teams. I think there's.
In Seattle.
But I mean, Baker just went and won in Seattle. Like it's definitely doable.
This is one of my top 5 picks.
I hope you lose.
Oh no. Seahawks minus 3. I think the Seahawks are pretty good.
They are pretty good, but I think the Texans are.
The Texans are the most forgotten about team in the NFL at this moment. No one's talking about them. They don't deserve to be talked about because they were horrible. But
Don't
they're
able to throw a pick.
2-3. If they're 3-3, they're in the mix of everything.
And they were 0-3. Then they won 2 in a row. Had a bye. Like now they come back. This is like their. I don't want to say their season's on the line, but it's like you said. Like if they win this game, all of a sudden like they're
what are
just
the Jags? 4-3.
Yeah, that's
So
what I'm saying.
if they win this, they're 3-3.
They're back. They're
Like
back.
they're right. They're 1 game out of second place.
Arnold to
Like,
throw a pick minus 116. Love it.
I like that.
And they have, like the Texans have a good defense.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just can they block? Like that's their.
Yeah, can you give Stroud
To
time?
be honest,
Can
this
they
is
block?
just.
They can block. Like they can.
But
Move
this
the
is
ball,
just.
but-
This is the game where you're like, okay, the Texans. I'll take them or not. This is it. Because if they lose this one, I'm out.
This game it's not as much everything for Seattle. This is everything for Houston.
Yes, 100.
That is why I like Houston.
I'm 100% out on them if they lose this game. I will tell you that.
I'm not gonna watch much of either of these games.
Is this Houston off a
Or
bye?
I'll watch more of the 10 o'clock
Yeah,
game.
Houston's off a bye.
Houston off a bye. Okay.
We have a game 7 tonight.
Yeah, Game 7. Talk about MLB right now. The Dodgers are just waiting in LA, sleeping in their own beds, enjoying nice dinners, waving at them, being like, "Oh, we get to play
Be on
whoever."
vacation. They don't play till Friday.
Yeah, they could have went to
Friday.
Cancun with the rest of the MLB and hung out.
They
and
just,
then-
go-
imagine there's like
Prank like Juan Soto.
But Mariners Blue Jays tonight, Game 7. The Blue Jays are minus 135 with Bieber on the mound against Kirby. I'm on the Mariners tonight.
Me too.
What about you boys?
Been very back and forth. I think Mariners, but at the same time, like I don't know. I think I don't like Kirby. I mean, he got lit up the other
Lit up 8 runs in 4 innings.
like smoked. Although they did kind of leave him in as like a.
They did, but
he
still,
kind of had to bite the bullet on that one.
did
for
get
the
his shit
team, but
rocked.
He did, man. Like it feels weird to take an over in like a Game 7, but this has been such like an over series.
So Munoz
And
too.
both the
Munoz
bullpens aren't like spectacular. Like
Munoz is available for 2 innings tonight. They used Hoffman for 2 yesterday. So like the Mariners bullpen's in a little better shape than the Blue Jays is. Also, like, do you trust Shane Bieber in this spot?
no, that's what I'm saying. Not really. Like I don't trust
Kirby's a good
either
Bieber.
starting pitcher really.
Isn't Bieber
Like
good
a
in
lot.
Bieber was really good.
No, he was. I know, but you trust it? Do you trust him here? I don't know.
I think I trust
A
him more
weird
than
Game
Kirby.
7.
It's a very weird game.
The thing to me is that Toronto offense, man.
And they're locked. It seems like they're
It's,
locked.
now the one thing is Springer definitely looks compromised. Every at bat is like, ugh,
Yeah.
ugh, that knee. There's something I don't know if there's a welt on there, if there's a bad bruise.
It's one of those like
Vladdy
you
is like
give
almost
him credit for playing, but he should not be playing.
100%.
Yeah.
He's got to play. Seattle, Toronto. I wonder how Seattle pitches to Vladdy tonight. Do they just do this the whole night? Because pitching to him is crazy. He's so locked in right now. Everything is getting mashed if he's not being walked. If there's a base open, I think you do this the whole night, and that would swing honestly the odds to Seattle. But if they pitch to Vladdy, I like Toronto. That offense is just so terrifying right now, man.
There's so much like history and stuff with this. So the Mariners have never been to a World Series.
Never.
The Blue Jays obviously haven't been to one since
I don't
'90.
think they've ever had a Game 7.
They've never had a Game 7 in that stadium. They did in '85 in the ALCS.
Yeah.
So the Blue Jays haven't had a Game 7 since '85. Mariners have never had a Game 7. Don Mattingly is the bench coach for the Blue Jays. He's never been to a World Series. So either way, either Don Mattingly's going to his first World Series, the Mariners are going to their first World Series. So if you love baseball and love Game 7, I am so stoked. I'm so excited. I'm rooting for the Mariners. Let's go.
Credit to me for not making a joke about Clemmer because he was so excited.
What's
Don Mattingly.
Even as the
Mattingly was
the Mattingly
crazy.
thing, like literally
bench coach.
Who gives a
That's
fuck
No one
about
cares
that?
about Don Mattingly.
That's not the storyline tonight. It's Don
Nobody in the
Mattingly's
world.
first time versus
I
the
think
Mariners.
Nobody in the world.
It's not the storyline. It's the exciting, like,
No.
storyline.
You just
He's
made
a
it seem
foot-
like that was the
No,
the
I'm saying
last
there's
one.
so
Who's
much
gonna get
going
there?
on. That's
Don
cool.
Mattingly or the Mariners?
There's
The Yankee fans should be like, that's a really.
I think that furthers the point of how
don't
like
care.
it didn't matter at all.
You guys also didn't grow up watching.
He's a
that.
bench coach.
There's more.
That's
There's.
what I'm saying. If he was the manager, I'd be like, okay, like I get it.
I'd rather
But, like,
talk about the
but he's never
fans and
been,
the.
like he was known for being this tortured Yankee.
I
in the
know.
80s.
I think it's way more
You guys
about.
also didn't live through it either.
But
So
it's, I think it's
He's
way
a
more about
bench
the.
coach.
He's
Blue
not the.
Jays.
I know it's kind of cool.
Oh, he sits there.
That's cool.
His job is to literally sit there in case the coach gets thrown out.
Yeah, he's the sub.
I hate the Yankees. I always respect Don Mattingly. I'm rooting for the Mariners, but they get there, I'll be happy for Don Mattingly.
I think you swear to God, I think you're the only person in the entire world that'd be like, you know what? Good for Don Mattingly.
Literally him and like his family.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, I bet a lot of older Yankee fans would agree with me.
I don't think so.
I think a lot of
You
older Yankees
watch-
fans will barely know he's
You
the
think
bench
there's
coach.
Yankee fans tonight rooting for the Blue Jays so Don Mattingly gets the World Series?
I bet there are. a
Yes.
couple.
No way!
Immediately, that's
No,
smart with
no.
everything. He
No
was like,
fucking
All right,
chance.
let's flip it around. Let's say David Wright, this guy that he went to a World Series, I know, but long tortured guy, career ended early. If he was a bench coach on a team, and I didn't have a team either way, I'd root for that team. Sure, I like David Wright.
It wouldn't move
In
me
your
in the
division?
slightest to him.
The
No,
Braves.
my dad-
If David Wright was the Braves bench coach, would you be rooting for the Braves?
That's fair. If he was the Marlins bench coach,
Yeah, but it's not the Marlins.
Don Mattingly, I obviously
they're
didn't
in
want.
my division too, but they're not.
No, but it's not.
It's
It's
Red
not the
Sox.
Orioles.
It's not the Red.
It's not the Orioles. It's not the Tampa
You guys,
Bay
do you
Rays.
guys hate the Blue Jays? Hate the Blue Jays?
Now I do.
no.
Yes.
That's fair.
Now I do.
Well, you do because they
Yes, I hate
To me,
them.
there's nothing that can happen.
hope they lose
I've had the
horribly tonight.
A few people have asked me.
Oh, really?
that.
Yes.
To me, there's nothing that can happen that will make me feel better about the Yankees. Like I'm already just at
same.
my lowest. So honestly, yeah, if the Blue Jays win the World Series, don't want that. But
Okay.
realistically, like if the Blue Jays made the World Series, the Dodgers are just destroying
No one's
whoever is
winning.
waiting.
No
for
one's
them.
winning.
So if it's
besides
Dodgers, Blue Jays, you guys rooting for the Dodgers?
that. I'm
I'm
not
not
rooting against.
I won't
No, it's
have
gonna
to. It won't
happen.
matter what I have to root for. The Dodgers are winning.
But
the
you'll
World-
have someone you side you root for. That's like
Yes, I'd root for the
realistically
Dodgers.
don't like either team.
Dodgers, Mariners. Who do you root for?
Mariners.
Mariners. Mariners.
I'm just curious.
The Dodgers, Blue Jays, it would be like, whatever. It's going to kind of suck no matter what. Mariners, I would want to win.
Yeah, Mariners is like a little engine that could. Like, you're just rooting for the
Now,
underdog.
who has the
Yeah.
better chance to win the World Series out of the two? The Blue Jays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Because of the offense. The Mariners don't have that vaunted pitching that people were talking about. Like, it's not there right now.
Will Brian Wu be healthy? So Brian Wu might pitch. Brian Wu's gonna pitch tonight, I think.
Start
Blue
him
Jays
then,
are asking
like-
for him to
He
come
looked
out.
pretty good. He looked okay. I shouldn't say pretty good. He looked okay in that
Looked okay.
appearance. I don't know, man. I think he might be all right. I'm so excited for this game. Game 7, LCS. Let's go.
Is excited your favorite
To
word?
be honest, I'm excited about the.
Is excited your
Bucks
favorite
Lions.
word?
Bucks Lions is
My happiest word.
You use the word excited a ton.
It's my happiest word.
Like when a movie's coming out, I'm so excited for this.
yeah, I get excited.
Like you use the word excited a lot.
It's
Let's keep track of that moving forward of how often he uses. the word
I
excited.
think it's important to be enthusiastic about things. I think, especially like the older you get, like that's a great thing.
I'm not.
And like there are things I get like I'm super excited for like the Shyamalan Shyamalan movie to come out, Marty Supreme. That's gonna be really exciting. I'm really excited for this game tonight.
He used it 3 times.
I love it. I get amped up, man. Let's go.
How much more viewership do you think Bucks Lions gets today?
Be more.
I
Be a lot
bet-
more.
2 to 3x?
4x.
I don't know about
Wait,
4.
what?
So here's
3 or 4?
why it might not be 4. It's on Fox, not FS1, which will help.
That does hurt. I
Yeah.
wish they put it on Fox.
No, it's on Fox.
As opposed to what?
I'm saying that's why it won't be
Bucks
4 to
Lions.
1.
Well, last night it was on FS1.
I know.
It's crazy.
I know.
I didn't get that.
Elimination game.
tough.
What are we doing?
Crazy.
No.
No,
We love Fox.
I mean,
but
we're
have
football. We're a football country. It'll certainly do.
Bucks,
better.
Also a good
Bucks
game.
Lions a great game.
yeah.
Exciting offensive game.
I don't think it matters. It could have been the game we saw last night. It could have been the.
Sure, but I'm saying I think this specifically is a game
A
that
little
you're
bit
a football
bigger, yeah.
fan. You like want to watch it.
Yeah, it'll do better.
One of the best
NFL is
offenses.
certainly bigger. I mean, that's why we spent an hour talking about that, and we spent 10 minutes talking about a game 7. Like it is
Yeah,
bigger.
it's crazy.
It is what it is.
It doesn't help, but it doesn't help that it's Blue Jays Mariners.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't help. No, it doesn't help at all.
Like if it was like Yankees, Red Sox, or like whoever Yankees,
Right? Yeah.
whoever,
Right. Or
somebody-
Dodgers, Mets would be a bigger.
Sure,
because the
sure.
two markets are bigger.
Sure.
But for me, as a baseball fan, to have two teams that haven't been there in a long time battle like this, I'm excited.
Honestly, I think I'd
There
be
you go, Hubs. Say it one more time for you.
I think I'd be more excited for it if there was better pitching, if that makes sense.
Of
Yeah,
course.
like their
Like, 'cause
star,
in
like
game
aces.
7, you want like
know
tight
what?
assholes, like fucking every out is like.
I like the chaos of it not being good pitchers because there's going to be a shit ton of there might be a ton of runs here.
But that's I think it's more playoff baseball like is the most enticing to me when it's like you
I
feel like
agree.
a run feels like it's like
I love when
5
two
runs.
aces going head to head.
Game 7,
for
I
example,
love that.
like the game, like
you'd
the
rather
Tigers,
tonight be-
like the Tigers Mariners was incredible because it was like you didn't know when someone was going to score.
Right.
It's less enticing to me when it's going to be when I think I don't know.
You'd like-
that it's going to be like a 5-4.
I would rather be their aces
6-2,
going
whatever.
You'd rather be a 2-1 tonight than 10-9?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
1000%.
Yeah, I would.
The best game ever
I
saw.
wish there was like 2 like Cy Young candidates on the mound for each team.
Best game ever
one
saw.
on each team and-
1991 World Series Game 7. It was Jack Morris versus John Smoltz. It was 1-0, 10 innings. Game 7 World
Yeah,
Series.
I mean, those are all-time
And-
pitchers.
and it might be the
those are
greatest-
all-time pitchers, of course.
It wasn't that we didn't know Smoltz was young, but it was still two aces
Yeah.
going head to head like that. And like I was saying, like you just never knew when anyone was going to score. Went 10 innings. It was the greatest game I've ever seen. I think
I want like that when that guy who's like the 7-hitter in the lineup comes up with that like clutch base hit with 2 outs and like guy on third, like that when you're sitting there like you don't have skin in the game, you're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck's gonna happen? Like someone's gonna have to score eventually, kind of.
For me, it's more. I do like the mystery of like neither manager right now knows who's getting 27 outs.
Who would you? Which game would you primarily watch tonight? Game 7 or the Monday football game?
Game 7.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I'm gonna watch. I will watch both.
Yeah, but like, if you had to pick
If
one,
I had to pick one, of course, it'd be Game 7.
If I had to pick one, I'm watching Bucks Lions, but I'm gonna watch both.
right? But you would watch football. You're a football guy. That's fair.
The volume will be on football.
Yeah, right.
But I'm honestly not a big like broadcast guy. Like either way, like people get I don't really care about.
I don't care.
broadcast.
I am not gonna watch.
I have my own
Could
thoughts
care
on the
less
game when I
about
watch.
the broadcast.
I don't care.
I don't really care like who's on the call or like anything like that. That
I actually only
Never
thing
really-
I care about is I like when Joe Buck's on baseball.
I think Joe Davis is pretty
Me
good.
too.
I just like Joe Buck.
But yeah, Buck brought a big game. Like there's
Well,
a
he's-
big thing happening right now.
Joe Buck is especially us three growing up. He's every big sporting event that's ever happened.
Yeah.
You honestly could
Yeah.
basically throw me in that.
Yeah,
Like, there's a few I have before
like
95.
Super Bowls, World Series, golf, fucking everything.
He called
was.
almost every World Series since '96 until
Yeah. Quickly, I did have 1 million views again on a tweet.
Oh.
Dude, you do know how to rile these people up.
What did you say?
Really good at it. Would you like me to say?
This was
Really?
special because you didn't know what was happening.
Otani has hit 130 the entire playoffs as his team has picked him up. He does this and everyone freaks out. I can't take it.
Yeah.
He had 3 home runs, 10 Ks.
You went in our group chat. And
Can I have a question though? I have a question. I did not.
When we're gonna stop fucking. Otani.
Yeah, well, because it's just like, okay, I understand this was incredible, right? Everyone's like, it's the best playoff thing of all time.
Best game ever.
But it's like a game 4, they're up 3-0. He hits home runs that are meaningless in the game, which if Aaron Judge did 2 home runs meaningless in the game, people would say.
Well, that's what it is. It's the judge. You're being protective of Judge.
Yes.
I respect. I can understand.
Because that's where if Judge hits 2 home runs and makes 3 diving plays and then
Why was it meaningless in the game, Marty?
it what? Because they're up
Why?
3-0 and
Yeah, why was it? Oh.
But it doesn't matter if they're up. I know the pitching. I get it. Oh God, he pitches right. But if he lets up 4 runs the other
No,
game,
but
it's just like one game. We're all backing on him. It's
But
like
it's not about this game. It's that he got a pass for like 10 games in a row doing nothing.
yes, he did
And
nothing.
I'm not even saying I agree with Mark. I think you should more put it like this too.
I am. That's what I mean. You know
That,
what I
like,
mean.
It was they were up 3-0 in the series. Like nothing to do with the game. They were up 3-0 in the series. He had been carried there by.
He had a
they
horrible
have a
series.
phenomenal team.
Horrible series. Until that point.
He had a
He
really,
also had a horrible
series before
fucking
that.
series before.
But he did have like maybe the greatest. Because honestly, the home runs too, they were fucking
Incredible.
The second one was
like,
out of
the
this stadium.
The first one was a bomb. Like all 3 of them, they must have went combined 1,500 feet, almost like
I can
1,300.
appreciate
They were all like
how
all were like
good it
450
was.
each. It was insane.
It's probably the greatest game. You could argue the greatest game ever played.
I think it was the best game I've ever seen.
I think you guys are doing a lot of work, and I hear the side of it is like, you know, they're up 3-0, there's not so much pressure, all that, but you're doing a lot of work to just dismiss. No one can
dismissing.
fucking do that. No
was
one
the-
in the
You're not
world.
dismissing.
It was the
No one
greatest-
before this,
amazing.
no one after this
It's
will be able to
amazing.
do what he does.
amazing.
I wanted to play devil's advocate. It was the greatest individual game that I personally ever watched from a baseball.
I
Fucking
think it might be the greatest individual game ever played.
yeah.
To shut them out and then hit 3
Who's better?
mammoth home runs.
I had a couple people.
I guess like the
tell me which
Larson
were.
perfect game.
Yes,
But he
that
didn't
was
hit-
one that people
he didn't
said.
hit 3 home runs.
A perfect game in a World
A
Series.
shutout with 3
more
and you hit
important,
3 home runs.
absolutely.
No, but that's still in way more. Like it's not more important. It's harder to do in that
I
situation.
no.
I don't know,
I,
they're
I,
doing
it
both,
is.
but
I
it's the
disagree
both.
because quite literally no one else can do that.
No one else has ever done what he did.
No one.
Ever.
I'll take a shutout with 10 strikeouts and 3 home runs over the perfect game. And
Did they say that Babe
plate
Ruth never
appearances.
homered in a game he pitched or something?
That's true.
Maybe it never
Remember,
hit
he
2
stopped.
homers
He
or something.
mostly stopped pitching after he joined the Yankees. He had, like,
There was something about Babe
stars
Ruth,
here.
whatever. But no one will be able to. No one can do that, man.
But do you
No
understand
one.
what I'm saying though? Like you obviously, I know it's like the best game ever. I know that, but it is frustrating of how awful he's been. Awful, and it's just like everything's forgotten now.
Does he get different coverage than Aaron Judge? No question.
No, he gets
They
to
also
cover
win.
everybody.
They also
that
win.
also helps.
Well,
But
that's
it's
what
the
I'm
team,
saying. The
though.
team did.
I know, but
like,
that helps. Like, you're not the GOAT if you win.
what?
You're not the GOAT. I don't mean greatest of all time. I mean, you're not the GOAT. You're not.
I was gonna
Sorry.
say that's a.
You're not the scapegoat.
You're not the skate. Yeah.
Yes, I get that, but that's where I'm saying because we are in a world where they compare. It is annoying when he was god awful, and then he has the most amazing game. As a baseball fan, I went back and watched most of it. It was incredible. The home run, that angle of the home run that he hit like 460
from the stands
was
the guys like, oh my.
the two of them. The
God.
one, that
The
one,
first 2
and the
we hit
one.
a mile.
It was like wow, but it was just in that moment I was like, this fucking guy. Can
I say something?
Away with murder.
Mike
Literally.
Trout got to be watching at home, being like,
Not literally. Sorry, gambling.
we didn't make the playoffs with this guy, Mike Trout.
Oh, I know.
It's unbelievable to think back that this
Insane.
guy, they couldn't make the playoffs.
And you could
like-
argue the years he had with the Angels, the 2 preceding this, were better than the years he had with the Dodgers because he was a better pitcher.
He also had Pujols on those teams, right?
yeah.
He was
Dead,
old,
like a
but I
dead
mean-
Pujols, but like he's still on the team. Like
I bet if you
they
ask,
couldn't make the playoffs.
Made the playoffs.
I bet
the
if
worst
you
GM
ask
job ever.
some
It's insane.
baseball fans what team he was on, like what teams has he been on, he'd be like,
forget.
he's on the Dodgers. What do you mean?
Yeah.
That's what they'd say.
You forget. You honestly forget. Like
He's been on the
because
Dodgers for
Eagle
2 years?
Eagle seasons
2 years.
are so
Second year.
forgotten.
That's the thing too, Marty. Every year in the Dodgers, they either won a World Series or gotten to one. Maybe
He's won the MVP in both years.
like
Like him
if
winning.
Judge was winning World Series, there would not be this microscope on Judge.
100%. But his team is also like that's just on like great GM. Like their team is way better.
Absolutely.
Like their pitching staff. No, but that's that. And also, but it's also like the best guy in the league chose the best team.
Yes.
No one's talking about that. Like when
KD,
when Kevin Durant did that, it was the biggest.
It's a little different. Baseball's different.
Yeah, but it is the best team landed
But
the
they
best
hadn't
player.
won in a few years when he joined them, like a couple years. since
Yeah,
he joined them.
but the
But
Dodgers are still the best team.
But when Durant joined the Warriors, they had just won.
They'd also just beaten them.
Just saying, he joined the best team and no one
It's
said a
I,
word.
I think that's it. On the comparison to me is like no. There's like no
I agree.
correlation between
I
the
agree.
two. What Durant did was way different.
Guys could keep blowing him. It's fine. Good for him.
He had the. What do you want us to say? Like he had the
I'm just
greatest
saying.
game of all time. But you know
Just saying.
what? You could argue, arguably one of the greatest games of all time.
It was the best game ever.
And like we're not gonna like say anything about it.
No, of course you could say something about it.
Like you said, like Meek and I were like blowing him, and like we're not, man. Like
No, you definitely blew him.
it might have been the best game
I
I've ever
didn't.
seen in like sports.
Fine.
It really might be.
Across like all sports.
A single
You
performance.
know me, I'm the guy who's like, hey, punt the brakes, punt the brakes, punt the brakes. I'm like, hey, Bob Gibson, Game 7, hit a home run. All you,
Deion Sanders like playing like a fucking game and then go to the World Series or some shit.
Yeah.
He just played
he
it.
played in it, Marty.
He didn't dominate like this.
Still impressive.
Oh, it's incredible.
One of the
no
best.
one's
To me,
shitting on
that's
Deion
more.
Sanders
To me,
today.
that's more. That's more.
I think in my lifetime,
Best thing I've ever seen.
You're really grasping for
Also,
straws
you
here.
didn't see it. You weren't alive for it.
I watched it.
Can we also talk about how, dude, your tweet, you didn't know he hit 3 homers?
I know.
didn't know he had
That's the best thing. Wait, at 1:30 a.m. there's a text in the group chat.
Marty's
I
out to
didn't know he
dinner.
had 3 homers.
Marty's at Fly Fish Club. He
shit.
has no idea he hit homers.
That's why we're going crazy about him, Marty. He had 3 home runs.
When I
Yes.
saw 3, I was like, "Oh, that was
I think it was the best game I've seen across any.
no." Obviously, you know I'm fucking around. I'm not fucking around with.
basketball. Like, I don't even.
I'm not fucking around with the judge stuff. That's where I get annoyed about it.
Definitely annoying.
But the rest, yes, I understand. It was fucking most incredible thing I've ever seen. Is there anything else that we missed?
That's all I got.
Jason, you got something to say? Anything? How was your weekend?
He doesn't want to talk. Mine was fine.
Yours fine, Liam?
Yeah, it was all right.
Thumbs up, thumbs down on the weekend, Jason. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Why do I have to make the show interesting for you guys? Isn't that your job?
It was the end. I was just gonna say,
we
nice.
use the help.
An hour and 23 minutes.
I'm trying to do my
I was
own
trying to be
shit,
nice and
and
say
you're
hello.
trying to
You're
get
just
me
saying-
to do other stuff. I'm just saying, like,
What's wrong with that? I asked how you were.
We weren't being
I'm
mean.
good. There we go.
I'll
We're good.
never
We're
ask
set.
you how you are ever again. All right.
Honestly, the Giants gonna hire this Tennessee guy.
Well, before we get to that, it's
Actually,
good to
met
talk
him. We did the
about.
college football show.
Basketball season is back, which means the excitement of being in the stands before tip-off is back too. The Gametime app gives the advantage back to fans. It's a hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use, and the Gametime guarantee means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. I was looking at tickets for Duke at Kansas, Duke and Kansas at the MSG. It is very affordable to get in, so make sure you get to Gametime. It's in November. It's always the best seats, and you always know it's a real ticket, which is the best part. So go to Gametime and swipe, tap, ticket, go, download the Gametime app today. Download Gametime app, create an account, and use code PICS for $20 off your first purchase. Is that like the first time a college coach goes to the MLB right away?
First time I can
not
remember
happen.
in a long
not
time, if
happen often.
ever.
Does it happen like football? Obviously, there's no minor leagues
You remember this happening? I
No.
don't.
I love it.
I do too.
Why not? He obviously it's experience.
The Giants need a new voice in that clubhouse. Like they need something to shift there.
Oh,
Take a chance.
Pat Murphy?
But he had been in baseball for like 10 years before that.
But he came from...
Right, but he had a 10-year
but directly
gap.
from college to MLB.
Right.
Which why not
yeah,
though?
no.
I
Why
can't think of
not?
a single- Why not?
Why not?
I like changing shit up.
Dude, him dealing with Devers, his
Because
Is he going to be too rah-rah? I don't know the guy.
don't
You
know.
said you know the guy?
Well, no, I met him. He was our guest on the college football show at Tennessee a couple years ago. He came on the bus. Not like he wouldn't even be able to pick me out.
Yeah.
We just hello, how you doing, kind of thing.
What was the energy vibe?
I mean, he's definitely a younger guy. Like, definitely has it'll be unique for a clubhouse, I think.
Yeah.
But I think you just need to buy in. Like, you need to obviously just so different, especially with baseball. Like, even with NIL, like these baseball kids aren't getting paid anything.
Right.
So like he's like the guy. You know what I mean? I think it's different when you're like not like a dictator, but you know what I mean. What you say goes, and they all are below you. When half the roster, or we'll say like 30-40% of the roster makes more money than you.
Yep.
Like it's just the dynamic is so different. But I know he definitely is like he has an edge to him too. Like he's got an edge to him.
Tennessee's been
He's got some shit to him. Like
like
a legit program.
he seems like the
done,
kind of,
by the way. Did they hire him?
I don't think it's official,
Not
but
official.
I think it's official.
Yeah.
But the thing is with me with MLB, it's just a lot of like they just rotate teams. These coaches, like it's just like
Yeah,
how many times?
Look at the guy you just had, Bob Melvin. He's the ultimate like rotation.
Exactly. It's just like they've failed on a bunch of other teams. Let's use someone new that has been successful at a place. I know they have the Tennessee's been like one of the best. I know they haven't won all the time.
They're one of the best programs.
They've
One of the
become
best
a top
programs.
program for
Why
sure.
not try something new? You're like, especially when you're the Giants, new voice. Like you don't need a guy that's just old and has sucked on other teams.
This
Just-
is where like Buster Posey not being a traditional GM, I think it helps or
Yeah, I
hurts.
think
We'll
so.
see.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a disaster, but I like that they're
It
taking a
can't
risk.
really go worse than kind of what you've been doing.
Oh, they can't. They've been 500.
Meek
I think
also
it's- I think
texts
it's
You're
not
us.
not going anywhere. You're like you might as well just take a shot.
I guess.
I think it's worth it.
Like they're not gonna fuck anything up. Like then they're like nothing's working right now.
The
Traded for Devers and nothing, and they didn't get better. That's a problem.
It's true.
pool host will not be the Angels manager.
That's odd. He's
But
like the favorite.
Orioles and Padres remain interested in pool host.
Okay, maybe the Padres' job is just more appetizing for
Do
him.
you think the Cardinals job will be open?
No.
No,
St. Louis Cardinals? No.
because that's someone that
I think their bench coach job just got Joe McEwing. I think just left, but Ollie is sticking around for another year. that's my understanding. The
What,
bench
is it
coach.
the Angels' decision for Pujols or his decision?
I don't know. I know
would
that
guess
If it's
theirs.
his decision, that makes sense because the Padres' job was not supposed to be open.
But I would guess
Correct.
it's the Angels. I feel like he'd take any job.
Yeah.
the Orioles are interested too, though. I don't
It's
know.
like as Albert Pujols, someone you're like, you want as your coach?
I say no, but
I don't know.
it's like great players traditionally aren't good managers.
Yeah, I'd rather like this Tennessee coach than Albert Pujols. I know that
I would
sounds
too.
maybe a
I
little
would too,
crazy,
yeah.
but
I would
like
too. No, it's not.
knows how to coach.
Who's
and-
the last Hall of Fame? I mean, it's somewhat unfair. But like Ryan Sandberg didn't work out. Ted Williams didn't work out. Like it's hard for these guys who are great players to be good managers.
It's always like
hard to
average.
relate.
Average players are good managers.
Yeah,
They had to like go through. They like know the game more. They had
they
to
can
know a
talk
lot.
to everyone in the clubhouse
Best
too. Like
players was like they always were treated special. They were
also the game came easy to them.
easy to them. They don't know how it goes for people that are going through it. Like yeah,
Well, that's where I think Vitello could be interesting because he's a younger guy.
yeah.
So I think he could relate more to the guys in the clubhouse as opposed to like some old guy who's
Yeah.
fucking like been around baseball for 60 years.
Yeah.
I know. I think it's fascinating.
I mean, Bob Melvin was a backup catcher when I was in elementary school. Like,
Yeah.
That's how old he
That's
is.
too much.
You know, and it's like, all right, you get a new voice in there.
Am I crazy to think that the Pujols thing makes no sense for the Orioles, but it makes sense for the Padres because like you got Tatis and Machado who are on the Dominican team, like he can like.
I think he's a
way
better
better
fit.
to those guys. Like the Orioles, like
Orioles wouldn't make
All
much
white
sense.
guys.
Orioles, yeah, like
I
that
guess the
really
Orioles,
makes
they were
sense.
saying Jackson Holiday. I guess Pujols is very close still with Matt Holiday.
Okay,
That was a connection that they were talking.
but he's literally like just managed Tatis and Machado.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I think it's a
Those
better
are the
fit.
guys you kind of got to get in line. You know, those are your leaders. Should be at least.
Tomorrow we'll be talking about college football with the everyone lost besides Ohio State, basically. Like
Ohio State is. I mean,
it's only thing I want to talk about real fast. Like it's Ohio State's won in by itself.
yeah.
With saying that, it is funny. Like we like are not going to see them play a good team.
No, they haven't really been tested.
We're still not going to.
They don't
see it.
play.
They don't play Indiana, and they don't
You
play.
didn't see them play a good
play
team.
Oregon
They
either.
started the season off.
Texas sucks.
Dude, they almost lost to Kentucky this week, 13-10.
They honestly should have lost.
Texas, we're just
Texas
down.
is
Texas,
not good.
dude,
Texas is like
sucks.
ranked and like alive,
And
but
even,
like
like-
certainly not like a power.
They should have lost to Kentucky.
And Ohio State is doing everything like they should be doing. They're beating the shit out of teams. Like it's nothing against them, but it is.
You can't be
not
like
faulting
overly
them.
impressed. I
Yeah,
guess.
but it's just funny to be like they play in the Big Ten, and they had. If you look at their schedule, it's like they have a hard schedule. It is not hard anymore. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's
Penn
their.
State, yeah, Penn State was supposed to be a tough.
Penn State was supposed to be tough. Texas was supposed to be tough. Michigan, you was supposed to be better.
Michigan's not bad.
Michigan's
That game-
still
that
going to
will
be
still be-
no matter what.
Michigan
yes.
will probably be ranked when that game comes around.
Michigan played
It
better
might be
this week as
weekend,
well.
we'll see.
But it's just saying like it's just funny that we will not see them play a good team until the playoffs.
Kind of fun though. Like
Amazing.
It makes for the playoff to be even more mysterious.
Well, would you play Indiana?
In the Big Ten championship.
Big Ten
That's after the
championship. So
that'd
you'd
be after
still-
the Michigan game.
Yeah. So at least they'll
That
play
might be a game
Indiana.
where everyone's. It doesn't matter who wins that game.
Yeah, but they would still pop the play.
No, but it'd be huge. No, but it's for the
the bye?
seed.
The bye
Actually,
or
they
whatever,
both would
yeah.
because they changed where
How does that
they
work?
both could still get a bye. Actually,
Yeah.
because I think especially if it's literally 1 versus 2, and it's like a close game, I don't see how you could bump the loser of that game to like 5 if they both were undefeated and they're in theory playing like an extra game.
Yeah. We'll talk college football tomorrow though, because there's a lot of things I need to bring up. It was a crazy Saturday.
Yeah, tough tech.
Tough for
Saturday.
my tech, but we're still okay.
No, they still could definitely win the conference, make the playoff, but now they have no room for error.
No, none at all.
And we were looking. They got a BYU. I think not this week, next week. That's an interesting, tough game.
Yeah.
It's at Lubbock.
They need their starting quarterback back. I think the second guy
Well, it's
wasn't
funny because everyone was calling for Hammond. It's like, oh, he's way better.
me.
And then they saw a full game of Hammond. I
wasn't
think now
good.
they're like, no thanks.
Yeah, only bring him in if he gets in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
All right, that's the show. And yeah, let's do picks. Shit, when it's that long. Clemmer,
Also,
what's your
Ohio
picks?
State undefeated against the spread.
Yeah, I know. I bet them against Wisconsin. I don't know why no one bet.
Actually, it's
Wisconsin
crazy
was
they're-
easy.
Since they lost to Michigan last year, they're undefeated against the spread. It's been hammering teams.
My picks are Jameson Williams, anytime touchdown. That's my pick for King of the End Zone. I'm on the Mariners money lines plus 104, and I'm on the Seahawks -3, -110, and that is one of my picks of the week.
I'm on the Lions. I'm on Jameson Williams' first touchdown and King of the End Zone. I'm on the Texans plus 3.5, and I'm on the Mariners. Ev.
I'm on the Lions and the over Lions -6 over 53. PMT says don't lock me into the Texans, but that's where I'm leaning right now. But I'll tweet it later. The first two Lions over locked in.
Okay. Rashad White, anytime touchdown, plus 105. Baker over 18.5 rushing yards, -116. The over in the Bucks-Lions game, over 53.5, -108. Vladdy, 2+ bases, -104. Ernie Clement, 2+ bases, plus 149. Blue Jays, -132. Nico Collins is going to be my King of the End Zone. He's plus 150. And Sam Darnold to throw an interception, -116.
All right, that is the show. We'll all be back tomorrow. Plus Meek, I don't know, and Rico's got something tomorrow. I don't know.
He's got
After dark tomorrow. All right, that's the show. See you tomorrow.